Coming up on this episode of The Brain Drain Show.
Last night I had long sleeve, t-shirt, sweater, t-shirt, hoodie, beanie, hat on.
You had long johns as well.
And I had long johns during one a day we skated. We're working on a video piece to release the M1, which is my pro shoe for R.A.D. I'm just like, oh,
Cookie cutter bullshit.
But I have a newfound respect for all UK skaters.
As a filmer, you can see self-doubt creep in. Just the way people carry themselves.
When I sent them my sponsor me tape, I didn't know it was an online contest. They didn't even hit me up. They just posted it online. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? You just posted like a year's worth of footage. Anyway, long story short, I won. And all I got was one box ever. I'm bombing the seal thinking Nick's going to stop like...
I don't know what the fuck has happened, but I've like gone down a hill just like solely on my knee.
And you've never felt so alive in that moment. My dumbass didn't even take the filmer board. I just started running.
I'm tired.
No one really knows this. I guess I'm going to speak on it now. Streely was putting a lot of pressure on me to like try to find something else. So then I got the double ankle surgery, trying to like make sponsors happy while trying to recover from all this stuff. I was with Shex. He just asked me like, hey, like what's up with Jart? He's like, I want you to skate for Sandlot. And I'm like, easy, my contract's up in 2 months. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, this is it. It's finally happening. Getting arrested for skating.
Good evening and welcome to another great episode of The Brain Drain Show with me, Forde Brookfield. Joined to my left is a new co-host for this episode because Toby's currently away on vacation. It is the legendary Adam Aulaqi over here. And you might have also noticed we also have, we'll give a big round of
applause. In a golfer's cap.
Yeah. And then, as you might see on the guest cam, we also have Nick Richards over here, incredible, legendary UK skate filmer. Very special episode. We'll get into the reason why he's over here, but do you want to introduce they've already seen it anyway.
Can they see him? They can see him.
They can already see him,
we can't cut to a different shot and then go.
Do you want to introduce the very, very special guest?
It's Manny Santiago!
Round of applause, please.
Manny.
That's his UK.
Otherwise known as Manny.
We'll get on to stuff that you've, slang that you've learnt whilst you're here.
Yes.
But let's just jump straight into it. Why are you here right now in the UK? What's going on? I mean, you've came at a perfect time of the year.
Yeah.
Like a week or two ago, it was bipolar. It was horrific.
Well, first off, I heard there was like a blizzard of weather and I seemed to bring the sunlight. So I came to bring the sunshine these last couple of weeks so people can skate and have a good time. Mm-hmm. So that's typically what I do. But no, I came out here because we're working on a video piece to release the M1, which is my pro shoe for R.A.D, London-based company. We're starting the skate division. That's why Adam's here and Nick's here. So we're just taking Manny around London spots and trying to get him in the crust.
How are you finding the London spots right now?
What's funny is I've been here before, right? Yeah. I've been here for Street League multiple times, and but I never got to skate like street because I would skate around. Mm-hmm. Like I would go street skating, but it wasn't like...
You went like South Bank.
Yeah, but there's also like two kinds of street skating, right? There's like the street skating where you're like just bopping around with your friends and just having fun, not really trying anything serious. Mm-hmm. And then there's the street skating where you're filming, which is a lot different because you're like putting pressure on tricks and the spots get like, you got to choose spots. So this is my first time getting to dive into the culture of street skating here. And I can tell you that I have a newfound respect for all UK skaters. I'm going to look at every video now with different lenses. Like,
I think a lot of people come over, especially if someone comes like to visit, because like from the Midlands up to the north, it gets considerably worse. Like architectural wise, it gets worse, doesn't it? It just turns to shit.
Windier, colder.
And I get dudes hit me up and they're like, "Hey, we're passing through, or I'm over for a week. I want to check this spot," and I'm like, "No, you don't. Like you do not go to some spots with the intention of actually doing anything because it's absolute just a pile of shit."
Yeah.
But what spots have you two hit up all of you hit up so far? Because I assume you're on the video side of it. What's going on?
Nick, like one of the big reasons why I wanted to bring Nick in is because he's like, he's just can I swear?
You can fucking say whatever you want, Miss Aulaqi.
Like he's an insane filmer. Like I love his film work. Mm-hmm. I knew that not many people would have such a good handle on like the London spots and have really interesting spots, kind of, have all the obvious ones, but then have the curveball stuff to take us to just to see what was going on. I wanted the spots to feel different.
Because you could fall into the same routine of the same London spot.
Yeah. Right? Like, if it's London, it wants to feel interesting and exciting. And then, he's got this crazy skate map of just like thousands of spots. It's like really, really sick. And then he's someone that brings everyone together, you know. So we've had a really good crew out on the session. And
Have you
but we've taken him. It's been a bit of a trial by fire. We've taken Manny to like the first spot we skated.
Yeah.
Was like he had to kind of learn. They don't really have drain kickers like that, like we do, like the small ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was his kind of first taste of like,
first introduction.
Yeah, and you got to think too, like, right? I'm coming over here with I have these expectations. I have this expectation of also like level of tricks that I'm used to doing and filming, and then I'm getting put into like these spots I'm not used to skating, right? Like I grew up skating in Lowell, Massachusetts, which is very similar. Like the East Coast, at certain
That's
towns,
why I love going to Massachusetts, because it just reminds me of here.
Yeah,
I mean,
it gives you
it's got
very
all the
London
same
vibes.
It's got all the same names as well.
Yeah, also like bricks, cobblestone, like cracks, uneven, the snow, the weather, everything.
Yeah.
So I grew up in that, but I left it so long ago. So coming back
we'll
here,
get onto that as well.
yeah, like coming here, like I felt a little bit of that, but I also had like a chip on my shoulder. So when like the guys would be like, "Oh yeah, it's rough," I'm like, "I know it's rough. Like I grew up skating it, but I don't skate like that. I don't skate those spots anymore." So I had to like check my ego first. Second off, like be so patient when things didn't work out right away, and then learn to enjoy it. So the first half of the trip was me battling like my own inner mental demons and ego. I'm also like coming back from almost like a 18-month hiatus from a fractured knee to stem cells in my ankle. So this is my first time skating street again, kind of like constantly, and it's here. So like also that like these two have been giving me a lot of reassurance and positive vibes to like film. So, and I mean it's easy when I look over and I just make him laugh. So he's like, "You got it, Manny." Like he's trying to figure out how to talk to me because the first time that we're skating together. So
I'm pretty silent on the sessions, eh?
yeah, no, you're like, wait, what does that mean?
Well, like I'm not like beagling it up necessarily.
No, you are a silent assassin. It's it's like
But
pretty
there's
chill.
other people on the sessions doing that. We've
Yeah,
had like
that's it.
they haven't been like these like sort of little strike mission film like real small team. It's been like
it's been
everyone's
posse.
coming out.
Yeah.
Like there's like
Yeah.
20 of us on the streets.
Yeah.
It's felt like we were like 15 again. Like and we've skated every day, morning to night.
I think I first met you in Jersey. It was on that Jersey jaunt to Jersey trip.
Yeah.
And like I can talk, like I said to you through message, for like I once spoke for 3 days straight, no sleep. I can do it. I can remember when I first met Nick, you had like the secondary camera, so I was filming some stuff and I was like, "Nick, shall I film from here?" And you were like, I was like, "Fuck, this dude hates me." He's like, he's not saying, but now after that, we talk quite frequently and like send voice notes, and it's rad. But I was just like, "Hey, Nick, I just filmed this," and he was like, "Sick."
I know what you mean.
And I was like, "Holy fuck, what have I done to this
yeah,
guy?"
I know what you mean because like I'm so used to filming with the same like 3 or 4 filmers, like Spanish Mike, Kev, Nick Hansen, and like they already have they already have me down to a pack. So like I'll be at the top and say I like don't pop and I like just run down the spot and I go up and I look at Nick and Nick's just like, and I'm like, "Fuck, am I not impressing him? Am I doing something wrong? Like, am I letting him down? Did he have expectations of me?" And then he's just like hype, just waiting for me to do it.
Yeah.
So I had to like learn how to navigate that too. So I know what you mean.
You know he's got it. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
guaranteed.
it's just
it's
a
pretty
way-
much a guaranteed thing. It's just an if and when.
It's
Well,
a hard
when-
one because mentally for me as well, I feel like if I'm being a little bit too hyped when someone's struggling, they might think that I'm just being overly like, "You got to like," but
It's
That's
a
it.
hard
You gotta play that
balance.
game,
like-
yeah,
haven't you?
and that's where you meet certain people that you film with, where you just understand one another, and that's where the important comes from. But firstly, we should give Nick a round of applause for his latest full-length video that he brought
Yes.
out, because that was some solid work.
I've watched it like 3 times.
I appreciate titles and something nice in a video. I can't like the whole start, stop, no titles thing kind of does me a bit. So when I watched yours, I think I messaged you straight away. That video was sick. Very like nighttime, cool, breezy New York in the 70s kind of vibe.
Nah,
So
that's
I like that video.
Yeah.
Sick.
But when it comes to, so you said about Nick's got quite a comprehensive like list of spots. Do you pin them on like maps and write down?
it was.
I've
The
just
spot map is
I've just
fucked.
started getting into that, and I regret not doing it sooner. But because you can pin on the map and put like all of my spots start with shit bank, shit stairs, shit rail.
Do
So
you use an app or anything for it?
I just do it on Google Maps. I can just pin it on Google Maps.
Do you remember there was that SK Hate You website? Where
Yeah.
you could, and it's still up. You got to figure out how to use it because it's kind of fucked. But they'd have like every major city in Europe on there.
Yeah.
But when you go into it, it was just there's a feature on Google called My Maps, and it just let you log images to geolocations, and then everyone else can access it. So I figured that out, just started using that. And now we had Raf on the session. He's just developed still in the development stage. Yeah.
He's a fucking good
He's a
dude,
dog.
man.
He's developed a Spot app. Maybe I shouldn't speak about it before it's released, but it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It can even show you where the light is going to be in 3 dimensions on the spot.
No, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
I literally wake up to make
Who the
coffee.
fuck has that much time, man?
I wake up to
AI.
make coffee. I wake up to make coffee. I wake up to make coffee, and I just hear the keyboard, and I walk in, and he's on the map finding spot. Like he's like looking for maybe he thought of a spot, and he's like digging through the map, like turning the camera, zooming in. Right before we left, I'm like, hey, we should skate this bump to flat next to this other spot. Go to put on my pants. When I come back, he's already in the map.
I wanted eyes on it because he said he was keen. So I was like, let's have a look and see how this thing's looking.
I love that shit. Like I'm currently, I said to you through voice now, I'm going to try to film another full-length video, but it just takes so much
it's
effort.
3 years right there.
I'm currently filming with my mate Joe, and he doesn't want to hit any spot that he had in his last part. So all we've been doing, and we did it for the last video, is like every lunch break, I'm on Google Maps and I drop it on like a random town like 10, 15 miles away. And just go street to street, and then we find it in some of the spots we find it's like last updated 10 years ago, and you're like, oh, is it going to be there? And everything we've filmed so far is from spots from Google Maps.
Does it give you the 3D render up here? Because like Cardiff now, you can look at it in 3D. It's like playing The Sims.
Oh,
that makes sense. There's a button. It just says 3D. You hit it.
Yeah, you can see it from like the top view and kind of bring it down a little bit, but it's still kind of like bad quality. You kind of have to make it out.
Some places in the world are just like
it's a flat image.
Yeah.
So you never know what's there until you go on Street View.
I feel like up this end, there's probably more untapped spots as well. Like
There's
you might
loads.
have less spots, but like
There's loads.
London's so heavily combed over.
Well, they get Leicester guys are pretty prolific around here, aren't they?
Yeah, they were like so they were like Leicester, well, just Midlands, but Callan was like he liked people that jump, so he would find the biggest shit. And obviously, like, do you know Dead Dave? Like
Dead Dave.
Dead Dave.
I hope he's alive.
He's well alive. But so the funny thing is I grew up in the same town as Callan. He's got like all these people that jump the biggest shit, and then my joke is I'll film Dead Dave roll around on the grass with his board in the air, and the internet goes crazy. It's just so fucking funny how those kind of different audiences work. But I'd be down to see the spot. I mean, I try to say avoid London at all costs. I like being here and further up there, but I'd still like to see the spot map. Yeah, especially if there's someone touch stuff in there. But
bro,
even today, my friend Joe sent me like 6 Google Map finds, but he's quite good with it. He's quite good at knowing areas where he's like, you want to find old architecture, because when people hit you up and they're like, do you want to check this new housing estate? It's like, it's just going to be tarmac and
all the new stuff looks crap as well, like cladded buildings like everywhere.
Yeah, it's boring.
Like
it's flat.
Bullshit. Yeah,
it's bland.
So I think there's something like that feeling that you get when you're a kid and you first start skating, that kind of magic of rolling up to a spot that you've seen in a video, and like especially back in the day pre-internet where you just used to have to get off. You sort of looked at spots and went, it looks like it's roughly in that part of London. You get off at a train station and skate around, then you found it.
Or like someone saying, I've heard there's a spot here, so you literally have to go find it.
Exactly. And there's something that magic of kind of like searching for spots and finding spots and then skating them is like, it kind of never leaves. It's pretty dope.
So how long have you been in the UK for currently?
So we're looking at probably like 9 days now.
And you go on Sunday?
And at least Monday.
On Monday,
yes,
okay.
2 weeks.
We still have 2 more days.
And how many spots have you been hitting on an average on the date? And I assume you've been on it the whole time, Nick, the whole trip?
Probably been 2 or 3, right?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 a day. But then we've looked at so many.
Yeah,
but like
he can't help it. He can't. We're like, no, we need to go here. And Nick's like, I'm just going to show you this.
It's the traveling in between that kills me now. Getting from spot to spot, especially in London as well. It's
we got to a point because I'm only here for a certain amount of time, and I have a specific set of things I want to film, and I'm just trying to place those tricks at certain spots because I have to fly to Puerto Rico from here to film for 3 weeks with Nick Hansen for a different colorway of the shoe. And then right after that, I have to fly to LA, and I have 3 weeks in LA to film for the other colorway.
So you are backed up. You're like,
and I haven't done this kind of skating. I haven't done it since I was a kid.
Yeah,
meaning like every single day trying to film. Like in LA, we skate Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So we have all week to skate, have fun, work on tricks, whatever, prepare.
And the spot's perfect, so
Yeah.
you don't necessarily have to battle
Yeah,
it
you
as
just
long.
like go, like you have to bondle something or take a knob off or like cut nuts out and move like the tables because they're in the landing. Like we do stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
And then sometimes have to like bring a spot back.
Yeah.
But like it's just been like nonstop. So at first why I was like having a hard time was because like there was so many spots, but I was trying to like know if I can and wanted to skate and then lose a day battling something when I know I was like, I can go here and get something. But Nick was just trying to facilitate everything. He just gave me the cookbook and was like, array of recipes. And so we one day after me getting frustrated because that one demon ate at me the first spot, the one I wanted to just get out the way. I've been dreaming for 2 years to come back and skate.
Get the hardest one out of the way
Yeah,
first.
just like handicapped me for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Until finally we just sat down and I was like, all right, look, from what I've realized, this isn't going to be a walk in the park, especially with my situation and with the timing and the weather. You know, I was in 95-degree weather in Puerto Rico. Now I'm coming here. It's freezing. I'm wearing, last night I had, no joke, long sleeve, t-shirt, sweater, t-shirt, hoodie,
2 hats,
beanie, hat on.
You had long johns as well.
And I had long johns during one a day we skated.
And we're all absolutely dying right now
Yes,
because
too
there's a
hot.
little bit of sun outside. We've got the aircon on.
So like once we figured out like what we needed, it's been like pretty much it's like, all right, today we're going bop bop. These are the tricks, bop bop, and we've done that.
Yeah, we had a bit of a list prepared.
Yeah.
for
I
when
was
you
going to
came.
ask, did you get it planned like we're here, so we go here, and if you just scattered it?
Yeah.
No, we tried to-
We've had the car as well. Like,
Oh, yeah.
and that's pretty a unique-ish approach to skating in London. It's just having a car because, you know, the stuff that he skates is quite specific. So you're looking at different areas of London. So kind of the only way to do it is to go around in the car. Not the only way, but if you did that by foot with the cameras and all that stuff,
we tried it at the
You'd be
start.
dead.
didn't we?
Foot and underground and
yeah,
buses.
he's not used
too
to
tiring.
the walking around bit either,
Yeah.
right? So like his legs were getting tired out from doing the walk around rather than reserving the energy then for the spot.
Yeah, after the first couple of days, you looked so fucked, and I was like, no.
I was just like frustrated. I was like, it's when I'm at home, it's easy to go, the trick didn't work. I'll just go home. I'll skate for a couple days, 2-3 days with the guys.
And I'll come back.
Maybe I'll come back and light it up. But I've already had 2 or 3 days of amazing skating where my energy's boosted back up and I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Here it's like, stop being a fucking pussy. You're fucking not trying. Man the fuck up. People skate this shit all the time. Like if you're really built like that, you're going to go back and get the damn trick and then you're going to go to another spot. I don't care if your knee hurts, your ankle's hurting, your back's hurting. Like you're going to have to do it. And once we did that and we honed in on that energy, it's been like, and it took which is funny, it took one hill bomb clip for me to just turn my whole, like, I felt like myself again.
We got him skating hills, man, finding his random spot, and he looked so happy. He was beaming.
I used to walk past it when I walked my dog every morning, and like, you know, I've seen people skate the out ledge, but then he tied it into a little line down the hill, and it was just like,
It's dope.
I don't know. I didn't expect to put that forward to him, and I was just like, "What's going on here?" We watched him do it. He was just
we were trying to shoot something
around.
else.
We were doing lookbook. It wasn't even a skate day. It was a lookbook day.
Yeah.
But I got so excited that finally there was no pressure of getting anything.
Yeah.
That I'm like, how can I? Because right, if I come here and I skate the perfect 9 stair, the perfect ledge, the perfect rail, and do a perfect line, I might as well just stay in LA. Like. That holds no service to me trying to like contribute to the culture here. Like I even got on a stop bus platform the other day where I was losing
bus stop roof.
Bus stop roof to try to Tom Knox my life. Like I wanted it to be like, no, because this is something he would do. This would be sick.
Yeah.
That shit is hard.
Bus shelters into banks and
Bro,
and the things just you get up on the roof. It's outside a nursery.
like a waterbed.
There's kids coming out. The fucking roof's flexing.
Someone's crossroad like, oh, you cunt, get down.
Yeah, the cop shop was like right down the street as well. I didn't want to say anything, but
You can check the weather the night before and it's like sunny and you wake up and it's wet. It's like but
we haven't had any of that. I don't know
Yeah.
what the hell has happened, but since
the weather's just turned since you turned
He
up.
wasn't
The PR
bullshitting
was in,
about that. It's been perfect every day, and like I can't remember an April where it's been like that.
It's because you didn't check my luggage bag.
It's been like
I brought a little piece of PR. It's like a bottle with sand in there. I put it out.
planted it. it's been the worst winter. It's just felt so dark and cold for so long. In the last 2 weeks, it's
beautiful.
This is like summer, it doesn't it only gets worse from here.
That's it. This is probably the best day.
It's the best bit.
But it was definitely, when I first went to LA, it was a culture shock, because it was like, I was prepared to just be like, oh, let's go skate to this spot. And they were like, no, we're going to get in the car. Then we get in the car and it's 30 minutes to the spot. And I'm like, thank fuck we didn't skate that. So I could imagine being here and being like, oh, let's just skate to this. And it's just as far and the floor's worse. Your legs are going to feel absolutely fucking
Yeah. If the spots are close, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
What it comes down to is like, you're like hopping on a bus, then they're getting on the train, which I do in New York, which is fine. What was handicapping me is like me trying to dive straight into it as soon as I got here and not understanding to take a day or two to just kind of skate with everybody, go to Black Fries, like not try to film, just skate. That way I can like prepare my mind, but also like, you know, as a group we have like a task and we have a big goal, and it's like he could do the best marketing managing job he could do the best filming he can, Ralph could shoot the best photos, but if I don't perform, none of it's gonna work. So then I'm thinking about that. And then I'm thinking about like, is this trick even good enough, right? Because I'm comparing like, let's say I'm comparing me skating a roof flat gap. That's super fire. Actually became one of my kind of favorite spots to kind of go to that we were filming at, just because of the aesthetic. And then I'm comparing that to like nollie flip back 5-0 on a 10-stair rail. And I'm like, what am I, like everyone's going to expect me to like try to do like all these things. But then I kept getting reminded like why I'm here. Like, no, you can have a little bit of that, but the goal is to show like you in the grit. Yeah. Which allowed me to understand and
it's hard to skate London and the UK in general like an American skater.
Yeah.
Because the spots don't lend themselves to that.
And whereas if we go to the States, we're like, oh my God, the floor's paved with gold.
Yeah.
It's, unless you're in New England or New Hampshire or something like that, which I want to get on.
East Coast, just the East Coast.
I nearly ate shit in LA though, I'm not going to lie. Where the big slabs move and I was skating around in the tire car, proper nearly. It's like, it's smooth and it is what you think it is, but it's like...
But it's catchy though, right?
Yeah. And when you see like some of the handrails, how they've taken the knobs off, the cracks at the top, it's like, okay, it's not like exactly how I thought it was.
Yeah.
Like it's not... It's still
but
better,
it is
smoother than the UK, but it's not like
good.
perfect. Yeah. It's not like Barcelona perfect, where everything's like perfect.
Yeah. That's why we moved there though, because it is like, even around the radius of my house alone, there's like, within a 2-mile radius, there's literally 10 schools. Yeah. And each school has a courtyard and each school has some stairs. So it's like, that's why we moved to LA, right? To chase these, like, even like a lot of the guys, like Raleigh moved and never went back. Ardo moved and never went back. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, you want to skate that. But then also there's something about like, when I go back to Lowell, like I try to go to Jack Kerouac Park and get some on the like around the benches, because it's like there's something beautiful about the grit and the grime and the work and the.
But you've had like a feel this time around for like street skating where there's people around. You know? Like, you're not going to get people around in a school.
Yeah, no. That's another
thing. So you have to contend with like eyeballs on him all the time.
Yeah.
That's a battle within itself. And then, like you said, if someone just starts going.
Yeah,
like especially everyone, young people, old ladies, like everyone crowds around, and like it's like,
especially because there's a fat crew as well.
Myself, like
does that.
Certain spots we had to go back to like 2, 3, 4 times, like not because he couldn't do it or was getting broken off, but just like there's so many people that. You know when you're trying something kind of sketchy and you fuck it up, you want to get back up and have another go, have another go, and you're waiting 5 minutes between goes, and then you get in your head and so like the pedestrian thing's gnarly.
That's it. Yeah, like, that's the game.
Everyone's 300 people like this, and you're like.
And the worst thing is as well is it's like, I thought about this the other day. You didn't have to think about it years ago, but now if there's a crowd there and they're filming you and you eat shit, you're eating shit in 4K, and everyone's got it, and it's on the internet, and it's like.
I mean, I was skating in the skate park. What's the name of the park? The ollie over the wall.
Stockwell.
We were skating that park, and like I just left.
Someone blew the trick out.
Like it was just a ollie, but it was like the fact that I didn't even get in the car and I already saw like something.
Notification.
Yeah, like I already saw, and then I look and
shit,
it's like
Manny Santiago at Stockwell.
You know, and then they hit you with the you want to collaborate, and I'm like, no, bro, like what the heck? Thank you, I'll share it, but I'm not gonna collaborate with that.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy how quick things are now. But So working on a shoe with R.A.D, what is R.A.D? Is it R.A.D shoes, R.A.D footwear? What is it, and where did it come from? And what's your role? What?
Like how it started. So the brand's it's R.A.D, Rally Against Destruction, and like the message in itself is that, right? Because even when I first saw it, I'm like, cool, the shoes look dope. Like, then at first I was like, R.A.D, trying to like kind of really see it, and I was like, damn, it's pretty dope. And it wasn't until I got on the phone with the owner, Ben, that I was like hooked. Like his story, what he was telling me, how he went about everything, the flavor of the brand. It already looked kind of like a skate shoe. Like
I just want to say, I tried some of those shoes on. They were fucking comfortable.
They're comfortable,
They are comfortable. It doesn't feel like there's any breaking time.
No, they're out the box too. They're perfect.
Yeah.
It's like, mad. For a cup sole that's as durable as it is, and there's a few little things in there that are the reason why you get really, really, really good impact protection in the heel and really good board feel in the toe, but breaking time super minimal. And then I tested a pair for about 4 months and they were still going. I hadn't broken, after 4 months I'd broken one lace, the suede was still intact. I went through the toe cap, and then underneath the toe cap is a layer of suede. I went through that and I was like, okay, this is where my toe gets cut up, and there's another layer of suede under that. There's like a full neoprene sock liner inside. It's a really, really well built shoe, man. And we've taken like a ton of tech from our other kind of products and poured it into that. Manny's been part of the design process for like 2.5 years it took to make the shoe. So they don't rush anything. And then we've had a guy called Hernandez who worked at DVS for a long time. So we've had kind of very experienced like skate shoe footwear designers part of it. Manny obviously part of it. And then our head of design and innovation is a guy called Tom Berrand who worked at Nike Innovation Kitchen with Tinker and like did some of those Jordan projects. And so in terms of like how it's been built and the thought process, not like, oh, we've got a silhouette from a factory and slapped a logo.
We've got a stock shoe with an embroidered logo.
No, everything you can ask me about, every stitching, every material, why this, why that, and I had my hand in everything. Everything. Like it's been an amazing process. And like, funny enough how the world works, when I went to the offices to have my pitch for like what I wanted, I met Quinn, and Quinn was like, oh, I worked at DVS. And I was like, oh, what shoes did you design? And he was actually the person that designed Dave Bachinsky, my best friend, shoe. And now he's designing my shoe. Yeah. And they never met because he was like hired by the company to design the shoe. So then I called Dave FaceTime and introduced him to the guy who designed his shoe. And then it's just me, Dave, and Quinn, and it's like full circle, like the synergy of how life works, you know? Yeah. And the goal for the shoe was like, obviously, like, you want your shoe to do well and people to wear it, and you want it to sell. And my 3 goals were, I wanted to be durable enough for a kid to buy one pair and not have to worry about another pair for a long time. I wanted to be so comfortable that you could just wear it to skate, walk, work out, whatever you wanted. And then I wanted to be so fire that you can just put it on and feel yourself. You know what I'm saying? And we literally nailed everything to a T. And it's not one specific shoe. I, as a skater, took a bunch of shoes that I loved within skate, basketball, and just my own imagination with Quinn, and we made this product. You know, it's not. It just has a lot of, pays a lot of homage to a lot of the things. And like the other day, I was warming up, and I was skating the double set, and I landed primo down double set at Black Fries warming up, and I just got up and still skated for the next 2 hours. I didn't even feel. I still don't feel it.
That happened to Adam last night as well. He primoed off like a drop.
Yeah,
and he just got up and did it again.
Primo.
Yeah. Are you gonna have some guest clips in this?
At this point, he has more footage than me.
I hope so.
I hope not.
At this point, he has more footage than me.
No, I've been skating because, like, obviously, I don't get to skate like this every day, so it's just fun to be out skating the spots we're skating. And
I don't get to hurt myself every day, and I miss the pain.
But also, like, you know, keep the hype going. So it's like I try and huck myself down this thing, hope that I land on it. I fully committed and landed full primo from like a 5-foot drop.
Yeah. To be fair, it was nighttime. It was dumb windy and downwind towards us. He had kickflipped it 5 times in a row, and then heel flipped it when we were celebrating. I landed a trick, and then he just went back, heel flipped it, chilling, and then kept trying to heel flip it for a photo, right? So it's like, it wasn't like he just primoed. He'd put on a full demo before I even put down one trick. So
you gotta pro model shoe coming out then by the sounds of it.
Fuck no.
But imagine how different it would be for you and being in England and working on this project if you didn't have Nick and you just had some dude that's like, I'm a cinematographer. And then like he didn't have you and you never skated and there's like all these people around you that aren't getting involved and it's like you're at the spot for 2 hours on your own and you've not got the hype. It's good that you got people around you involved in it, skateboarders.
Yeah, no,
good people marketing, good people filming.
Yeah, 100%.
So not only are you trying to fucking jump down something, but they're getting involved as well. So it gives you that minute. And
well, I mean, I honestly only stuck the one trick before I landed it because he did 5 kickflips in a row. Like I was like, I got to put one down. Like I got to get at least one of his backs. That's 5 in a row.
And the way that the way that Nick works, I know that they're already loaded onto the laptop.
Oh, that's already in the edit.
You've seen it with your own eyes.
It's in the timeline. There's a tune on there. It's banging.
When we was in Jersey, it was like we get in, chill out. Everyone's like sat there. You hear, and I'm like, the fuck's going on? He's got camera 1, camera 2, doing the edit, and I'm like, this motherfucker's editing on the trip, not after.
Yeah,
he's editing as it goes along.
I had the robe as well this time around.
Yeah, he had a robe the whole time.
Oh, really?
He was in the kitchen in a robe, just like
the edit robe.
The Hugh Hefner of skateboarding.
So if there's any,
sounds mad.
Yeah, that sounds like he's fucking y'all or something. So,
no, not quite.
Imagine that. Nick Richards, a Hugh Hefner of skateboarding. So I definitely.
What's that? He said you can send us a preview and we can edit bits out.
Yeah, but that's staying in probably.
That's safe.
But I definitely be good to see a couple of clips if there's time.
I'm a very community person.
Yeah.
A very community driven person. And like I always want people around, not just for like selfish reasons, but like just fun reasons and synergy and opportunity, like create opportunities for others. And like I've already met a couple guys on this trip that I'm like, oh, like I know now, like was like when you're in LA, hit me up, you stay at my house, I'll take you wherever you want. You know, and that's what I want. And what Adam wants. And I feel now that Nick, everybody's on board. I feel like collectively we all want the same thing. And it's like I could have just been, I want no one on the sessions. I want to skate only these spots. I only skate
one film.
Yeah, and I could have done that. I have all the right to do that because I don't owe anybody anything, right? But at the end of the day, my spirit and who I am won't allow that because I want to be around the lokes and I want to hang out and I want to be chilling at the spot and then the PBs pull up. You know what PB is?
No,
pub boys. So then the pub boys pull up and then we go to the pub, have a Guinness.
Nice.
Yeah, so I already saw we have a crew.
Hey, had
Diesel,
Guinness
Mike,
on this
Harry.
trip?
Yeah, huh?
You Guinnessed him up on this trip?
Yeah, first time I had a
The
Guinness.
local culture, absorbing the local culture.
So like my thing is like wherever I go, and oftentimes I hear this a lot, it's like every time, and sometimes it's like annoying for people because when I leave, right? Like, but when I go back home.
When you leave such a big hole in the scene that you've.
No, but my friends get mad because.
It starts to rain again.
No.
That's what's going to happen. For sure.
Yeah, the day you next week is going to be fucking shit.
I hope not. But like they often say, like when you come home, like everybody gets together, but then when you leave, like no one really hangs out. So like what I want to do is like have people even in London that might not always skate together. And then because I invite them all together, maybe when I leave, they all stay together. And it becomes this thing where a new crew can surge.
Yeah.
Like all this positivity can get these people together to be like, hey, you skating this weekend? Will you come down? Right? Like a couple of the guys come into London to skate on the weekend. So it's like when they come down, they hit each other up and they skate. And that's what skateboarding is about. I haven't felt like this in so long. And like filming for my shoe back in LA, I was out one day with Spanish Mike filming in the Hero colorway. And it was just me and him. And I'm like, bro, and I'm like, where are all our friends? Like, where's Paul? And like, we're all adults now. Like, Paul has a family. He has things, you know? And I'm like wishing I was 17 again. And I told him, like, I just want to be in a van. I want to be skating every day. And I want people around. Like, what am I doing? I'm skating this ledge by myself and the sun's going down. And I'm just like complaining because I'm not like 18 again. But then I came here and I've had that every single day. We're getting home at no less than 9 p.m. every night. I skate by myself at first. I have 2 sessions every day pretty much. I'll skate by myself 8:30 till like 12, depending on where I go. And then maybe still be someone at the park, so we'll skate together. I like to go outside, even though I have like my skate park and I have like Paul's and April. Then I'll go home, eat, whatever. Then I'll hit Paul up. And then oftentimes like Paul's like, no, I got to go down and do some of this. And then just because it looks that way on the internet doesn't
Yeah,
mean that it's
true.
like that. Because there you don't have people skating around spot to spot, so you don't get that. It's either you call each other up to skate or you don't skate at all.
Yeah.
Where here, like, you can like literally go to. I love Black Friday. It's a perfect spot. It's so cool. So you go there and people eventually show up. If not, you go to South Bank. Or
Yeah,
if
you
not-
can
there's
skate to somewhere.
locations.
Yeah.
You know, we were driving on the way here and we saw, what was the skater's name that I yelled out the window?
Mike Arnold.
Yeah, Mike Arnold was in a corner.
got
ran up,
Mike out the
opened door, I'm
window.
like, Mike! And he was just like, saw us and he
Probably
like,
so
wait, was
confused.
so
Who the fuck are these
confused.
people?
Next to like a motorway tunnel just by himself.
Yeah, he's probably scouting a spot or something
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can jump off.
Yeah.
I love that shit though. One of my friends called Jonny, he came over from Massachusetts and we went to Sheffield and he was like, dude, I fucking hope that when we were in Sheffield, we see Jerome Campbell. And we were skating a spot. Shit you not, I got a photo, it's on Instagram. We were skating a spot and I was like filming kind of in a little lay-by on the road, like long lens, and this car beeps at me, pulls up, it's Jerome fucking Campbell. And he pops his head out and my dude's like, no fucking way, man, Jerome fucking Campbell. He's like, I loved you in the polar stuff, man. And I was like, fuck, man, you should have said the blueprint stuff. But it's all right, I get it. But yeah, the sense of community and like, because everything's so more everything's so more dense, you are more prone to just running into the most random people. And it reminded me of something I read earlier when I was doing a little background research of what we were going to talk about.
CIA, you CIA'd me? What happened?
Something along those lines. There was like a comment on YouTube, like someone had put on like one of your videos. We were like driving on the way to a spot and ran into Manny. He was like skating this spot and he just jumped in the car and came on the session. It was the best session we ever had. And I was like, who? Whereas in the UK, you'd be like, fuck, that nut job's in the car again. Like, what's going on? But that is rad. Like that shit's rad to just run into people and just be like, I'm just gonna jump on a session.
I mean, that's just like my vibe. Like filming at one of the spots, this kid came up on a bike, like, Manny, what the fuck? What are you doing here? And I'm like, chilling, skating. I'm like, where you going? I'm gonna go get your board, come skate.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know.
He knows somewhere everywhere we go. First skate park we turn up to and he meets a BMXer that he hasn't seen in like 20 years.
Yeah, AK. He's an insanely good
Amazing.
UK rider. Like, fuck good. Like a Day One Song type UK rider. Like,
Yeah.
biker, like gnarly. And I haven't seen him in so long. And I'm like, what up?
Yeah, that's fucking.
It's just like, I don't know. It's always been like my attitude. It's like, I'm no better than you. I'm no bigger than you. I'm no smaller than you. I'm no worse than you. Like, I'm just me. So like, however I can exist in your world, just let me in because it'll be fun. Like, I just want to laugh. I'll film you all day, or I'll go to the store. I'll hype you up. I'll wax the ledge.
Yeah.
I'll cut the wall so you could try a trick, which happened recently on the S.O.T.Y trip in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And I almost got arrested and almost got locked up, but we got away with it.
What's some of your favorite British slang that you've picked up while you're here? Have you?
Well, my favorite is brother.
Yeah, brother's good.
Yeah. What's up, brother?
I mean, brother's probably around. Brother's probably
Keen's
been
good. I've been saying Keen now.
Keen's
and then
good.
That's Sound.
Sound, yeah.
Yeah, that one's fire. Sound is fire.
A lot of people have coming over to visit. They always like fair play. That's
Fair
such
play.
a like
But
fair play.
we say that over there too. Fair play, like over there a little bit. That's pretty cool.
I read. I watched a video yesterday of some British dude saying, when we say fair play here, if we're arguing and you say fair play, argument's done. But in the States, it's like if you say fair play, they think it's like open to continue the discussion.
Yeah.
Like it
There's
means
no,
to, it
no,
means,
no. It's like
Like
fair play, but I'm still gonna keep going.
Like I realized that when I was in the States, I'd be like, oh, you're right, mate. And they'd be like, yeah, I'm fine. Are you? And I'm like, no, in the UK, it's just like, Nick, you're right, mate. And it's like, yeah, Sam.
Yeah.
But they were like, especially in
they
LA.
take offense to it. Like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah, some people were either like, yeah, I'm okay, what's going on? Or some people were like, what's up?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, it's just like,
yeah.
It's just like saying cheers, isn't it? It's just like being sound.
Yeah,
it's just like that.
Yeah. No, it's that one could be triggering.
You're
right, mate.
Yeah, you're right.
We need to
because
get
it's like, are you all right? Like, what's good with you?
Safe.
Safe is safe in it.
Yeah.
Like, all right,
safe.
Yeah. I've heard safe a million
Safe,
times.
mate.
Yeah.
Safe, mate.
Lovely jubbly. That one's new.
I've been thinking about old British terms that
lovely jubbly
we need to
Instill
bring
in
back.
him. He's going to be British before long, so.
He's
I've been
already
having
there.
a blast though, bro. Like, I've been having a great time. Like, luckily, like, Adam has surrounded me with like the right like-minded people that no egos attached. They just want to skate and have fun, and like, I haven't seen no bit of attitude. Like, and for how stressful a couple of the days have been, everyone's been hella cool. Yeah, it's been,
Yeah, it's been sunny. Everyone's come out the woodwork.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met Hervasio. Hervasio is not from here. Where's he from?
He's from Valencia.
In Valencia. Hervasio is like a brother. Like he's like my brother now. Like
I'm sure Brother's been around for years, but he's got to have came from train spotting, right? When he's on the toilet and he's like, "What's up, brother?"
Danny Dyer.
Yeah, that's where
Danny
it
Dyer.
really. He's like, "Hello, brother," and he's like, "Brother, brother."
No, that's not.
Nice
train
one,
That's
spotting.
human traffic, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
Such a good
That's
film.
filmed in Cardiff.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute, Toby. We need to talk about this episode's show sponsor, and it is School Candy. If you're travelling or just trying to zone out a bit of noise, School Candy, you've got you covered.
The Crusher ANC2 headphones are wild. You get Crusher bass, you can literally feel active noise cancelling and up to 60 hours of battery.
And if you want something smaller, I'd recommend checking out the Method 360 ANC, powered by Bose Sound. So the audio quality is amazing, the ANC is incredible, and the bass is ridiculous. Not only that, but School Candy also do incredible colours and designs, much better than your typical tech company.
Use the code BrainDrain20 for 20% off your order at skullcandy.co.uk. Now back to the show.
Toby?
Back to the show.
Back to the show.
I said it. It's back to the show.
Back to the show now.
Back to the show.
Is there anything else you want to get out about the footwear? Because I kind of want to take it back to where you grew up, where you came from. And
I guess I just want to leave like everyone watching with this. Like,
when can we expecting the grand reveal to be?
So launch is August.
Okay.
Looking like late August.
I'll put all the websites and socials in the description so people can check all that out.
Yeah, check it out, follow it, and I'll just leave them with the like, I've skated a lot of shoes in my day, and I'm not saying this because it's my shoe. It's literally like the best shoe I have ever skated, and the longest lasting shoe that stays, the form stays the whole time.
Yeah.
It doesn't flop out.
Because I'd say it's all good if a shoe lasts, but if it loses its shape and
it's
you put it
gross.
on and you feel like Krusty the Clown in it.
No one wants a wet moccasin, bro.
Exactly.
Like, nah.
Do you know what it is? Like, we went back and forth on it quite a lot with the insole. And like having a super techie, big padded gel insole basically adds like an extra 15, 20 quid to the final price. And we realised that essentially we don't need it. Like if we make a removable insole, people who want an extra padding are going to put that in anyway. So as long as it's removable and it's good enough, the real magic happens in the construction of the sole itself.
Yeah.
So it's like skate shoes are truly, this is like a bit of nerdy, might be boring for some people.
No, but that's good though.
Because we're on it, like a lot of skate shoes traditionally have been very flat. Like it's been this idea that you don't have good board feel if you like
elevate
like
your
a
foot
heel
in
to
any
toe drop.
place, yeah.
Whereas what different companies have been exploring and what R.A.D have explored and what they found out is that you can have a decent heel to toe drops and still get really good board feel, really good impact protection, which means you don't need that crazy insole. You're getting mad impact protection in your heel, you're getting board feel in your forefoot. And it's more comfortable and it's better for your posture. You know, like flat shoes are not good for your posture. Mm-hmm. And I think people are starting to clock onto that, and that's starting to find its way into skating. And
because I've took some skate shoes off after a session or after filming,
and your feet are fucked.
And I've put like running shoes on, and I've been like, oh my god,
you like sink into like, you're like, oh.
But you don't realize it at first when you put the shoes on. Yeah. And I do like skating quite a flat, thinner shoe, but then I'll put some like runners on also, and I'll just like a day-to-day thing, and I'm like, fuck me, how am I? No wonder my feet are so in so much pain after an hour,
or your knee or your lower back. Like I often for a long time dealt with right knee issues because I'm front foot heavy on my tricks, and then also like the angle of the shoe didn't let me bend my ankle enough because I don't have a good range in my ankle. So after one session of jumping, I'm like pretty cooked for a couple of days.
Yeah,
I haven't stopped jumping since I got here. Like from skating the rail to jumping down this to figuring this to skating 3 different spots, and I can tell you that my knee hasn't hurt once. My ankle feels fine, and like even though I like pretty much like kind of hurt my back from repetitive skating the rail for so long, the next day I woke up, I was kind of a little sore, but the day after that I was fine. And now it all starts with your feet. If everything's right at your feet, it's all connected, then everything moving up will like adjust itself. But if the bottom is cooked, your knees are gonna get cooked, your hips are gonna get cooked, everything. I can go into all that, but that's another conversation. So we just wanted to make something that was gonna last is gonna last and also perform and look fire. Like who doesn't want to wear fire ass shoes?
Exactly. I know I do. So let's take it back to the early years. Where are you from?
So I was born in Puerto Rico, Calle Puerto Rico.
God, it says it's so sexy, doesn't
it's
it?
Good. It's good.
So one more time. Where are you from?
I was born in Calle Puerto Rico.
There we go. We got it.
Around the age of 5, my mom went with my dad to Lowell, Massachusetts, because my dad was living there.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad wasn't around for my childhood. So my dad was visiting PR because his godson died. We had went through a traumatic experience prior to my dad visiting, where my mom's block got shot up.
Oh.
And we were like, bullets going through the walls, and we're in the bathtub. And my mom told my dad the story, and my dad broke down in tears because his grandson just died, or his godson just died. So my dad's like, we'll just hash it out, move with me to Lowell. And then my mom was like, all right. So we just packed up, moved to Lowell, and then that's where I fell in love with skating when I was like around my 15th birthday.
Was he in Massachusetts for work?
For work, yeah. And just avoiding responsibilities, I'll leave you with 2 things. Like Lowell was, it went from a industrial town that lost like when the great fall of the industrial, right? The industrial times. Then Lowell was left with nothing but empty mills, which then led to poverty, drugs, and all that. And then one time I was in New York, and I was at Union Square sitting. I love people watching. I love just watching people. I just love seeing how people react, talk. I'm sitting there. This kid comes up to me. He's like, oh, we're talking small talk. He's like, oh, where you from? And I'm like, oh, Lowell. He's like, Lowell, Mass? And I'm like, yeah. Like, random, he got it. Like, I'm like, yeah. He's like, bro, I'll never go back there, bro. It's so fucking bad. I'm like, you from New York, dog. So imagine at that time, that's how it was. It was like bad. Like I had to avoid. Luckily I made it out. Skateboarding, like that corny saying, skateboarding
saved my life, got me out.
Did save my life. But I have a bunch of friends who are dead, didn't make it, got shot, killed, robbed. That. I could have like 6 baby mamas if I would have stayed. Who knows? Luckily, I just have 1 child and a very healthy relationship. We're good.
How long did you live there for? And that's where you got into skateboarding. And
so I lived there from 5 until 18 is when I just lived there fully, like didn't really leave much. Besides going to contests with Dave when I started skating. Then so I started skating from like right before my 15th birthday until today, which I'll be 41 in September. I literally everything I know skate wise is like Lowell. I learned everything there, like skating the sketchy spots in our local park and those weird parks that they build. They're like prefab that you can get sacked on the rail.
They just like drop it in on the concrete. And then they just
fill it with concrete. Yeah. So that was my experience there. And filming, going to Boston and traveling a lot with Dave Bachinsky and stuff like that. So that's kind of like my introduction to skateboarding.
Depending where I am, if I'm here or in Massachusetts, it goes 2 ways. So I usually say to the Americans, New England, not as good as the old one. And then when I'm back here, I'm like, New England's way better than the old England.
Oh, just playing on both sides.
Yeah, what happened around the age of, what was it like skating there? Did you have like a crew at the time? Was there like a local shop?
Yeah, so at that time.
Where did it go after that?
Yeah, at that time, I ended up meeting Dave, and then I ended up meeting our friend Nikki, who introduced me to Dave. And then we all ended up going to the better local park where all the good skaters skated.
Was he rocking the hat back then?
Then, beanie.
Oh.
Like a little beanie. But he would wear a hat. But
he's always in that camo
hat
hat,
obsession
right?
was real. Like, it was bad. So there's a story nobody really knows. First it started with a Planet Earth one because he was obsessed with the brand Planet Earth.
That was a dope brand.
Super brand.
So graphic-wise was good. The name's good.
That's all Felix Arguez.
Yeah.
That's one of my mentors.
Fucking good brand.
So Dave got a hold of this Planet Earth hat. That one was the one that lasted the longest. It was like he had it like it turned to leather. Like it was cotton and it turned to leather. Like you could put the hat down and it's like
fossilized.
Like you could put the hat down like this. You could drop it from a high like my shoe. Boom. And it won't change. It'll stay like if it was on your head.
That is disgusting.
It was bad. So he went on, Dave, there was a point where he was getting flow from New York when Zard was like skyrocketing. And they took him on a trip. And on the trip, they made, everybody notices that he never takes off the hat even when he sleeps. He sleeps with a hat on. Like sleeps with the hat on.
I have people saying that to me, like, do you sleep with that hat on? I'm like, no, mate, I take it off. But Bachinsky, obviously.
He left it, he would leave it on. And what they did is when the last day of the trip, they all like just wrote it all over the hat. He came back so livid, like fucking guys, he fucked up my hat. So he went on and he found that Blueprint made that same kind of similar hat and he bought a dead stock of 20 So each one would last them like, like 9 months.
And they were dead stock Blueprint.
Yeah, only Blueprint. They had to be the Blueprint one. So he wore a Blueprint 5 panel for mad long. And it wasn't until he started to grow his hair, he got a little bit mature, he grew his hair out a little bit, that he kind of let go of the hat.
He must have shipped those fuckers in then. He must have bought those overseas.
He bought a box of hats, like box of hats.
I think he was doing quite a lot though, wasn't he, in Boston?
Yeah.
Around the 2009, 2014, Make Friends with the Colour Blue, they had Coakley there and
stuff over there
Kevin
as well.
Coakley, shout out.
The one thing I do love about the Boston dudes, they've got so much pride. They'll take you to like the spots, and then you'll go to the Goodwill Hunting where that film was. They're like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, my mind is just like, all these dudes are going to be thinking that I just want to check these spots, and I'm like, you know what? I actually love the touristy shit, and they're like, dude,
come on,
and they take you to like where they sit and where he holds up the sign. He's like, how do you like them apples? That's in like Cambridge and all that. I've been there like 6 times the last 2 years. I love it, man.
It's beautiful.
And it does feel quite homely because of the architecture and everything. And the people are just quite down to earth there
and
as well.
Just like the skating in Boston was different. Like, so we grew up after the PJ era, right? So like we were like shortly right after.
Yeah.
So we grew up going to a lot of those spots and like MIT and Cambridge and Whitehead.
It's also convenient to how close everything is too. It's
Navy
quite a small
Yard.
city, isn't it?
Yeah. You can kind of get around. Luckily we had a car though. But our thing was we would drive we would skate all day. When the lights at the park shut off at around 11, we would all drive into Boston and skate Boston till like 3, 4 in the morning. Yeah. And then drive home. So we start off at Windowsill Ledges and then work our way around, go to
because that area is so quiet.
Yeah, it's quiet
because it's the
beautiful.
Business district, isn't it? So
it's business and then nobody around. So then we'll go over to MIT and skate the ledges at MIT. Or like if you got brave and it was late and you wanted to light up, you skate the Gap. Only happened a couple times, but we were able to clip up. We lived that life where we were producing a skate video every year for a really long time. So we started with like Nor'easter, a Justin Hogan film. And then he did Nor'easter, then Thanks Camera 1, Thanks Camera 2, Jump the Shark. Then like the Shape guy started coming to Lowell, where it was like the Shape house where we had like our piss drunks. We had like in Lowell, we had like a good 4 or 5 years of like insanity. Like intro of the videos, like, girls flashing, like the whole nine. Like people passing out drunk, throwing up, like people making out. Well, this one was editing the video in the closet. It was 2 people hooking up, like getting into a big fight, breaking the drywall, and then like hugging and laughing and sleeping next to each other on the floor. Like, so it was like I grew up I had different phases of skateboarding, and I was able to always, like when I felt like I grew stagnant and my friends were like kind of slowing down, I would just find whoever was down to skate and I would just like keep going with that. And luckily I'm still here today, like when I go home, we always revisit all those moments. And like a lot of my friends now, like Serge Murphy and Nikki, they got the HBX and they're out filming in Lowell, and I see the clips on Instagram and I go back and I'll try to film with them. So it's pretty cool.
It's super productive around Massachusetts. It's well, because now you got like the Orchard dudes. And then there's like the Fancy Lad crew there. That's why I go over, because they're all just like a little bit mental and crazy. But yeah,
have you seen any Fancy Lad stuff? Crazy.
It's fucking insane.
No, I have not.
And like making boards that
they're
do
like
you told me about it, and then you told me when I got here.
Yeah,
you told me about it too.
Yeah, they live in Jamaica Plain.
That's a good
neighborhood.
That's a good Blu-ray Jamaica Plain.
I like that area. It's like super. But then you go like 1 minute to like Center Street, like a couple of blocks back.
Do you like live in Boston?
Man, I spent a lot of time there.
That's crazy.
But like the Center Street is super nice, but over the other, they call it the other side of the tracks.
Yeah. Like 8 Mile.
Like around that, was Coliseum still open at that time? Like Matt and Artie was still running the Coliseum.
Yeah. Coliseum was a thing.
I got some OG Coliseum t-shirts last time I was there with the brown with Coliseum with the city skate.
Yeah.
Like,
damn,
I've got those in a seal-proof bag. I'm like, this is history.
Yeah, no, straight up. Yeah, Coliseum was a thing. There was also Concepts. They were more of like a sneaker, but they had like Tommy and John Wisdom on the team. It was like all that. Like the culture was dope. We would go into the city and it was like we would end up seeing like John, Tommy, and a bunch of those guys, and then like sometimes we'd like see Eli Reed skating around. Yeah, when he was on DVS and stuff. A lot of the guys have already kind of left and were pursuing. They were already like doing their thing. So like
I think PJ probably would have left around that time.
Yeah, PJ left. Right? Yeah, they were all gone.
He was going to LA at that time.
Yeah, he was like traveling the world and on tours and all that stuff. Jeremy
like
was doing
flipping stuff.
Yeah, so yeah, we grew up just like chasing in their shadows, like trying to be the next group of like, and that's why we put out so many videos. And for a long time, like we were the ones putting out like every year, we were the ones putting out the videos that people started to get like inspired by putting out their own friends' videos, because it wasn't a skate shop; it was just friends.
Yeah.
So then we came up with that theme, and it was like, for that we know of, it was like a first of its time that like kind of like tilt mode.
Yeah.
Right. But we did it every single year for like 7 years. And then like kind of altered to a different group, but it was the same group, just a different name, like Shape Skateboards. Shout out to Pat, Eastern Border Skate Shop. He's one of the
Eastern
owners.
Border's dope.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I grew up with those guys, and Rice, rest in peace, like one of the guys who was a big forefront person in the Northeast skateboarding. He took care of a lot of people, so he passed away.
So you said you left at 18?
I started traveling at 18.
So what happened there?
So I started to go. Dave ended up going to Florida for the winter time because he was visiting his uncle. He went to this place called Jupiter, and I thought it was funny. I'm like, oh, you're gonna play Jupiter?
Yeah, it's far away upstairs.
Yeah.
That is.
And when he came back, he was like, I had already graduated school, and he wasn't in school because he dropped out. So he's like, yo, we got to drive to Florida. Like, they got spots. I met all the guys, and I'm like, sure. We literally left like 2 days later. Like, no questions asked. Buick LeSable, drove the whole day nonstop all the way to Jupiter. Got there. That's where I met David Hamzik, Brad Cromer, Thomas Chirpa, Eric Arelchu, all those guys. And then it became a thing that every year in the wintertime, our crew went down to Florida and we filmed. And I had a part, me and Dave shared a part in their video called Skate or Fell that was very similar to the videos we were making. And then in the summertime for a month, their whole crew would come up and stay at Dave's house.
Yeah.
So that became a thing for like 3 years. And that's how I like know Brad and all those guys. So we have so much history in the past.
Is it true? Is it true what they say about Florida Man? Have you heard that? You seen the Atlanta episode? You watched Atlanta? Just me?
No, I don't think. Yeah,
I watched Atlanta, the Childish Gambino.
Yeah, but what do they say about Florida? I've seen it.
There's a whole episode called Florida Man, and it's like that thing of like there's always some news article saying Florida Man does, and then the maddest,
outrageous thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see one where it said Florida man throws beer bottle at bartender because he turned off Black Sabbath for Christmas music.
Yeah, I mean, Epstein Files is from Florida, West Palm Beach.
Whoa.
So Florida Man does everything bad.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't.
We went there already. What are we, 1 hour in?
You can't really beat what he's. Maybe he's put an end to it because the newspapers are going to be like, well, you can't really.
Yeah, you can't top
do
that.
anything worse than that. So maybe the Florida Man is like.
Yeah. We caught the Florida.
We caught him.
Yeah. I've not been to Florida, but I know some friends from like Fort Myers and kind of that, and they've got the it's called like the FU crew that live out there. They're kind of like, I think they skated for like heroin for a while, but they're kind of like their own crew. But I've not been to Florida.
It's funny because like I've spent so much time in all these areas, and like even in Lowell and Boston and in New Hampshire and then down in Florida.
New Hampshire's beautiful as well through like autumn and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's amazing.
Gorgeous. And then like after a period of time where I just like had to make a choice and move to California, like anything after me leaving, I don't know much of because I've been so focused and driven over here trying to pursue this dream that I can only take so much information in, especially if my career, I have to continue to work at it to get it to where it's at today. So a lot of those newer crews, I don't know much of, like even in Boston.
Because you're like deep in what you're having to do.
Yeah, I only know what I know. Like even coming here, like I only get indulged with the skaters, the handful of skaters that I do know here, and then all the new ones that are here now. I don't know like much happening here outside of like what you guys are putting me in front of. So it's like crazy to hear, like you're like catching me up to speed on things that I'm like, damn, I hadn't even thought about that. Like even all the Boston stuff, I'm like, yeah.
Maybe we just need to meet in Boston in a couple of months and just do like,
fire.
I've got a bedroom there ready to go.
Yeah, I can stay at
we can snuggle.
Well, I can stay at my mom. My mom still lives in Lowell, so I just take the train.
Nah, we'll snuggle.
Yeah.
we'll
just want to get close to the boy.
We'll snuggle whilst we're out there. So from 18, you got out of mass, you started traveling.
Yeah.
And what was following with like first Florida, sponsors and stuff like that?
Well, I got a funny story. During the pre-internet days, before kind of YouTube and stuff, you would upload your videos and get like a quick time, like kind of like Vimeo.
It'd be like a 10-second long clip or something.
Yeah,
crazy.
or like you can get your footage up, but you can only watch it if it's like a link and it's like a certain player or whatever.
It was a QuickTime player, wasn't it?
QuickTime
Before
player.
YouTube.
JavaScript.
Yeah, There you go.
All
You
that
know.
shit.
There was like these contests back in the day that DGK used to do, where you would submit your like sponsor me footy.
Mm-hmm.
It was more like a cool way for them to like get skaters to send the footage in and see if there's any talent out there. I remember like I sent in my footy to them, and I made it to the finals because you could vote. So make it, it's like me and this other guy. I would end up winning the whole thing. But when I sent them my sponsor me tape, I didn't know it was an online contest. So it's like all this footage I've been saving. And then they just, they didn't even hit me up. They just posted it online. Like, vote for these two dudes. Like, these are the two dudes. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? You just posted like a year's worth of footage for your
That's my
own,
whole
like,
video part.
Yeah, like for your own like fancy gain of like using the footage. Like, you didn't even ask. Anyway, long story short, I won. And then I literally spent all my footage, and all I got was one box ever. Bro, I was so hard. I thought it'd be like a thing you could follow back up. Like, hey, can I get another box? But they did me dirty that one time. But I'm cool with all those guys. Stevie's the man, and DJK, all the guys are dope. But it's funny, like back in the day, how things used to work.
Yeah.
Whereas like nowadays, it's like they don't even give you nothing unless they really mess with you. It's like times have changed a little bit. But I often found myself going to Florida because I didn't have a door open in LA yet, and I made I used to stay at Brad's house, and we would skate FL days. And then I got a hold of, back in the day, the reps used to hook you up, and then the reps would talk to the distributor would talk to the brand, and it like trickled down.
There was such a long chain of command, and then even being in the UK, it was like there was that weird Euro flow, then there's the UK team, and then Euro team, then US. I'm glad now that it seems to just be unified, like there's a team.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
And then people stand on the team.
It was so confusing with where you stood with a company.
And also as a skater too, like you want to be like, you work really hard because you want to be on the team. Not, it's a good stepping stone to be part of like the national team and then move on. You should see that as an opportunity to work harder to earn your spot. So it is a good thing. But like, your sole goal, I would think, is to like be a guy on the team and be that guy. But back then I remember like people always wonder like how I got on Famous and that whole like Famous Stars and Straps, like 6 years.
That shit was huge, wasn't it?
Bro,
like,
massive.
Everyone had the belt buckles.
Bro,
I probably had the belt buckles.
Their warehouse was a massive. It was like an Amazon, like the Amazon buildings that they're building everywhere now.
Yeah.
That they're insane. It was like that. I would go in there and it'd be like 30-foot high roofs, like just like merch.
Endless.
And like, it was cool. But how that happened was, for those if wondering how that happened, I remember one of the reps, Mike Talone, shout out Mike Talone. He was a DC rep at the time, and he had got me on DC. He was giving me shoes, and he had given me a Famous shirt. He's like, hey, this is a shirt you should wear it and see what do you think? I'm like, I just ran into Felix and them in LA. They're super cool. They were, Louis Tolentino, Darren Harper, Curtis Calmonico, Felix, Keo Brathwaite. So the team was like people that I knew or that I also admired. And it's Felix. Like, he's like goated. So I'm like, I'll take the shirt. I ended up getting the shirt, and I was in Maryland. I skated this indoor park, and it was like, I'd skated it, did a bunch of tricks, the varial board, varial feeble. And it was the first time I did a nollie for the feeble, and it was like, that was like filmed in a little montage, and someone posted that edit online, and it went viral at the time, like super viral. And then Felix took that video and found out. I didn't know, but I was wearing an unreleased Famous shirt. It was a sample that the rep gave me. He knew what he was doing. He gave me a shirt that was like, we're talking Famous at the time. It's like millions and millions of $1 million company. We're talking like $30+ million company. So I'm wearing one of the shirts that nobody's supposed to have. Gets back to Felix. Felix is like, all right, this is kind of the moment I needed. Took that video and showed Travis, and was like, we're talking Travis Barker, right? Legend. And he's like, hey, like, so this kid right here just posted a clip in one of the shirts that are not out, but it has all these views. And he was like, fly him out. Like, flew me out. Like it was the first time I got treated like I felt like I made it, like plane ticket, no questions asked.
Like one of those moments of like everything's being paid for.
Yeah, and I'm also getting I can think of the word, they're giving me just budget for food every day.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting $50 a day to eat, ticket, hotel room, like go into the warehouse, grab whatever you want. And like, it was like one of those breakthrough moments and that's when I met Felix, and he's like, I want to put you on the team. And then that's when my life completely changed. So as soon as I met Felix, my life went from, Dave was like the first person to like take me, his success, and I lived in his shadow for so long that after Dave, the next person to give me an opportunity was Felix. And then I lived in his amazing loft in downtown LA. And then I remember one time he was like, and for people out there that don't really mean this, and I say, if you don't mean this, don't say this to a skater. He said, hey, the next time you come back out, if you want, just bring big duffel. You don't got to leave. And I said, so the next time I came with 2 big duffel bags, all my clothes. And he picked me up and he was like, oh, like, so, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's okay, right? Because you said, and he's like, nah, of course, like, boom. I literally just moved into a house that day. He like took all his clothes from his closet, put them in a whole nother corner, gave me closet space. And then that's where like my career went from like just a guy that was trying to make it into like this, like, oh, wow, like I'm fully on a brand, getting taken care of, getting paid, contracts, starting to understand what that looked like.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is what it feels like, you know, like 1 minute I'm like skating with the boys, and then I'm like VIP bottle service with Rampage Jackson to my right and Travis Barker to my left. And I'm just like, what is my life right now?
Like,
and then Andrew Pott over here jumping, drinking crazy on the couch, like wilding out. I'm like, this is my life. So those famous days, Felix did a really good job taking care of the team, and like we made the video, and it was just like an amazing journey.
How long did Famous last overall? How long
for the skate program was like around 6 years, and then I had a choice to make because like my career started to take off. That's when I got to really skate with Paul, and then he took me under his wing, and then I was skating with Paul a lot. Like we're talking like a lot, you know. It's like I'm pretty amazing. I would skate all day and just wait on him, and then he's like, yeah, I'm skating from 9 till whatever. So then we would drive all the way up to the valley from downtown. So it'd be like Felix's crew and then Paul's crew, and then we would all skate till 2 a.m., then go to Denny's. We're in bed by 5. Next day, wait up to see if he's going to skate again. And then he like took me under his wing and told me about like contracts and like, you know, this is how it works and make sure you're doing this. And
just give you like a good heads up onto what to expect and how to like handle it.
Yeah. And then just keep working hard. And which is funny because you got to think like I grew up idolizing Paul. Like I'm a kid, like 16 years old, sitting on my little twin-sized bed, like 12-inch TV, and I'm watching like Dude or Paul like nollie cab flip over a couch. I can barely like tray flip, really. He's nollie cab flipping over a couch. Like that's insane. And then you fast forward like something like 7 years. I'm at a Dude Tour like championship in Orlando, which was the story I told you about in the car. But I'm like sitting in the bleachers because I'm Dave's VIP because he skates for Oakley, and Dave was there with Oakley. And then I'm like realizing that Paul's sitting right in front of me, and I'm just like losing my mind, like, fuck, this is crazy, like. And then I'm just like trying not to like freak out, so I'm just like watching the contest, trying to play it cool. And then I just see like kind of like him go like this, and he had like an iPod, and he just goes like this, and I can see because he's doing it in front of me. And then he's watching my video part on his iPod.
Oh, no way.
And then he turns and he goes, who's this guy? And I was just like, that's me. And then he's like, good stuff. And he just went back down. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy. So that's it. Like, I was always put in place by the right people to allow me to succeed, and just people just took care of me, and I was really open to listen. You know what I'm saying? Like, checked by the right people, making sure that I'm doing the right things. And now we're here today. Paul's like one of my best friends. I skate with him all the time. We just won PSL. We're the first ever like champions in a skateboard league. And it's pretty insane, to be honest. Yeah. I don't know why we went that route, but that's what we went.
No, but that's the stories that people listening want to hear, because I wanted to hear that. What so around the Famous thing coming to an end, what kind of came what like board brands started to come around?
Well, at that point I was like, right prior to that, so I moved in with Felix. I was skating for Think, and for I was skating like for all Tony Vitello's brand over at Street Corner, which was like Lucky Grip Tape Bearings, Venture, Hubba. I was like laced. Tony was another person that like pretty much put me on. And then even when City merged with Think, I was like on the forefront of like being the hype man. When people were calling me, he was like, I need you to like hype this up.
I recently had a phone call with Tommy Vitello.
Yeah.
Like to do like a Thrasher kind of interview thing.
Yeah, no, Tony's the best.
And he just like he hit me up on Instagram. He's like, yeah, what's your number? And I was like, holy fuck, what am I going to say? And he's just cool.
No,
He
Tony's
just
the
called
man.
me up straight away, and he was just like, just
Yeah.
a chat. And then that chat was audio recorded. It ended up over like
Yeah.
a fresher video. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh shit.
Yeah, no,
like,
Tony's the man.
Vitello family, big up.
Dave's biggest fan is Tony Vitello.
Yeah.
Like, Tony did everything in his power because he knew how good Dave was and a good human to put him in the right places to succeed.
Yeah.
And it all sadly, weirdly so, it all started with the kickflip, but he already knew what Dave was capable of.
Yeah.
So he did everything in his power, and he was another one that was like always guiding me, you know. But at that time when I moved in with Felix, now I'm like being mentored by a person who's been in the game for so long. It was like kind of a part of the era of inventing certain tricks and stuff. So it's like, you know, you're listening to all the stories. I get to listen to all the Mark Gonzalez stories and the Jason Lee stories because he was there firsthand, the Guy Mariano stories. And then I'm like, this is the guy that, you know, like, I got to go to bat for him. So when he had started this brand called Ammo,
Yeah.
and it was kind of like, for him, it was just a fun project,
Yeah.
you know? And I saw that he kind of wanted it to be a thing. And at that time I was still at Think, and we were growing stagnant because we weren't doing much. And I'm like, if you're going to put on for me, dog, I got to put on for you. I had like, I had gone on a trip with him to Tampa Pro. And then I told him like, look, like, pretty much, there's a deeper story, and it's really long, but I was pretty much like I'm gonna quit Think and like skate for you, and we're gonna make this a brand, and we're just gonna go full guns blazing, because
Think was like your kind of dream hookup up until that point, right?
Yeah, it was one of the brands that like I got on only because Dave was on City. So my goal was like, all right, Dave, if you're on City and Think is dope, like, I want to be on Think so that we can be together.
Yeah.
I just always wanted to be wherever Dave was, you know, so that we can go on trips together or have like some type of like consistency in brands so that it can cross merge at some point.
Yeah.
And the one regret I did have in that situation that was that I didn't stick it out long enough at Think for Tony to turn me pro, because I had put in the work. You know, I'd already nollie heel back 50 clipper. I was doing all the tricks. I was like getting the sequence in the mags. I was front shove crooking the rails, getting like curtains in skateboarder, getting checked. I was doing it. And I just didn't know what to do at that time. But all I saw was like a mentor of mine having a dream and not having the right people around him to maybe launch it. And I just wanted to shed so much light on that I was willing to kind of put one of my dreams on the side so that we can create something. And then he ended up turning me pro, which was crazy. So yeah, I don't even know why we got there, but yeah. And that's how I ended up on Ammo. Oh, and then sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
All right, and then we were rocking the Famous thing, and then my from listening to Felix and like his guidance, I became vegetarian in 2010, and like just following his guide and watching him, not so much what he was telling me, but just watching him. So I was like, all right, if he turns vegetarian at 40 and he's skating like that at 40, if I turn vegetarian at 30, like around that time, I know I was like 20 something. So like on 20 something, like late 20s, I'm like, imagine by the time I'm 40, like what would I be doing at 40 if I could see what it's doing for his body, like recovery, physique, emotional, like, you know, stuff that we don't know. There's a lot of emotion trapped in food, but then we did all that, and then at that point with Famous, I had grown to the place where I won my spot. I got third at X Games. You know, I was in the Pro Open.
Yep.
And then I won the Barcelona stop. Got to skate the actual X Games, which is crazy. You know, my idols and friends. And then didn't do so good. Skated the Barcelona stop. Qualified, won the Pro Open. Qualified second into finals, and then ended up in third place and got a X Games medal. So my career was like just going. And at that point, I was like, I was a brand new dad, you know, just had a kid. So I was just thinking of like my future. I no longer can skate for me. Like, yeah, I skate for me, but like I had to skate making the right decisions so I can provide for my child. And there was an opportunity that arose. And luckily, thanks to maybe, you know, the way my mom raised me, like you get opportunities that oftentimes you might not get because of the way you are as a person. So a long time ago during the Maloof Money Cup contest, I had seen someone in the crowd that I knew through friends, but there was someone that I really fucked with heavy, even though I met him really, really fast. That like during the finals warm up, I hopped out of the course and went into the crowd and just sat with him. And I was like, "What's up, Ben? Like, wow, how you doing?" And he's just sitting there. He's with his girl at the time and her sister, and we were just vibing crazy. And I had to go back because I was in the finals. And that one interaction was the moment that, you know, a handful of years later, I got like the dream call at the time. Where it was like such a crazy dream that I said it as a joke, but there was like some seriousness to it. It was like towards the end of Famous situation, I was in a renegotiation contract because my contract was up. And I just got into X Games because I won like the Pro Open. So I was like the #1 qualified skater in the whole season. So I won my spot into Street League because it was for Street League, because Street League at X Games. So I won my spot in Street League and I'm in renegotiation. Like my action shoe was doing really good. It came out. So like there's all this like turmoil, just everything is flowing. And I just get a call that I couldn't turn down. You know, I was like visiting my mom and I just get a call from Ben, the guy that I was at the contest with. And he's all, "Hey, I was just calling to see like if you were like interested like skating for Echō. And if you know any Puerto Rican anywhere around the world, Echō is like our brand."
I had Echō tracksuits as a kid.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's going from like Famous to Echō. It's like two completely different worlds.
Yeah, well, Echō.
But we all wanted like I think I had like an Echō and it was like a caramel full tracksuit and I wore that to school and that was the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Spiky hair, 16 years old. I was like, cool.
Like Echō, like,
that logo.
Yeah, with the rhino, like it's like for us that was like it was our brand. Like, you know how certain brands are for certain cultures? Echō was like the Puerto Rican brand, especially in the States.
I did feel more Puerto Rican when I
I
did feel more Puerto Rican when I had the tracksuit on.
So I was like, and like what they were offering me, I couldn't turn down at the time.
Yeah,
it was like life-changing money, and I was like, one, it was a dream. Two, it was like I had to think bigger than me. I have a child, you know. And then it was an opportunity to create something with Ben Aulaqi. He owns the company Grand. Yeah. So it's Ben Aulaqi. Shout out Ben, my boy.
And that literally came from like an interaction that was like this big.
The interaction was no longer than a minute and 30 seconds. But luckily enough, because that happened, he was like, because he told me after I signed the contract, he was like, that interaction that we had, what is one of the reasons why I thought of you when I first saw the opportunity. Because he worked at Iconics Group, which owns Canon, Echō, Ed Hardy, Peanuts, all these brands. So that was my end of the Famous era, was because of like that interaction. And now I'm like, you know, I'm like put alongside. I work really hard to be next to Paul, next to Tori Pudwill. You know, I'm one of them. So it's like I had to like make decisions to change my life. And luckily because of that, I have a house in LA and I got my house in Puerto Rico and I'm in London. My shoe's about to come out with R.A.D. And yeah, just yeah. It's crazy. The R.A.D situation is even crazier than that. Because you got to think, I went like, how long did I go without a shoe sponsor? Probably like 10 years, right? I was getting Nike and that was going good and things were cool. I know, I'm a big fan of the brand. But when R.A.D came into the scene, like people were seeing it on their Instagram, like the ads, like, oh, boom, like this company. It was around the same time, like different companies were coming in and kind of like targeting skating, right? Like just like the look a little bit,
like a lot of come and goers at the time.
Yeah, and at that time, Spanish Mike was on Instagram and he saw one of their photos, and it was like their V1, like their first shoe with a cargo pant, but it only showed like the leg. And Mike sent it to me. He's like, "Is this you?" Because it was like the cargos I was wearing, the same color. And I'm like, no. He's like, bro, this looks like your leg. This is not you. And I'm like, no, bro, you would know
I know
that.
those legs anywhere, bro, and that's your leg.
Yeah, facts. Like, he's like, this is your leg, like, you know? And I was like, nah. He's like, I'm going to hit him up. So Spanish Mike is the one that got me to talk with Ben, which then led.
He showed me when I was at Paul's Park in LA, he showed me the DMs and he literally hit Ryan up, who's our like brand manager or whatever, and was like, I've got the skater for you. And Ryan was like, yeah, like, you know, let's have a chat. And Spanish was like, no, you're taking this guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's proper batted for you, man.
Yeah, and then that led to like Adam coming in and then us meeting, which then led us to be here today.
Oh, tell him about the Ben's brother story.
Oh, that one's crazy.
Yeah.
Right, so typically like when I'm at a contest, I don't never give out my boards because I like to either skate the next day or if I like, there's something about, I don't like giving my contest board away. I don't know why. My used one, yes, but my brand new one, no. Like, I'll take my board off and give you the one I skated.
You're talking about giving away the full setup, like the wheels, the trucks.
Yeah. I never give my board away. I'll take the board off and I'll give you the one I skated.
Shit, I was going to ask for that after this as well.
After the session.
And when I was in London last for a street league during that time before the Olympic qualifier, when it was just London, SLS. During that time, I was going through the first time I've ever gone through like depression and anxiety, and it was like attacking me really bad where I couldn't even skate. I couldn't really, like, there's photos. When I look at photos back then, I'm like, you could see the pain in my face. I could see it, right? I didn't understand what was going on. And I'm at the course, and like after I skated, I didn't even care. I was just like not even there. It was like a shell. But when I was leaving, someone just asked me like, hey, can I get your board? And I was just like, I'm not going to skate, dude. Like, why am I'm going to bring this back? And I was like, yeah, here you go. Thinking nothing of like, yeah, enjoy it. So then I'm talking with Ben after I signed everything. And we're like going back and forth on WhatsApp. And then he sends me a photo of the board like this. And I'm like, how do you have that board? Because I don't give my boards away. And I'm like, how do you have one of my contest boards? And he's like, oh, you gave this to my brother when you were here in London last time. To my little brother. So if I wouldn't have gave...
So 2 minute or under interactions
of kindness, of just being, of existing.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think, this is the way I think about it. Picture Ben, right? Company owner, wants to launch a thing. His little brother skates. So obviously you're going to go to your little brother. Hey, what like skaters do you think? Whatever. He's going to list his list. Whether I'm in there or not, doesn't matter, right? Because then he's going to go, hey, look, we're talking to this guy. Like, his name's Manny Santiago. And he's going to be like, no way. Like, man, he gave me his board at Street League. That's like, what? No. And then that energy he's portraying to Ben is going to give him that, oh, I need that guy then. Because if you feel about him like this, the world must feel about him like this. And then that led to Ben, like, being like, oh, then you are the guy.
Yeah, so he knew his brother, like years before you, or a couple of years, or a year or something?
No, and the crazy part was this. So then when I came to visit to do the Cash for Tricks at South Bank, because one of my things was like, I want to do give back. The first thing I want to do before we say anything is we have to do something in London. I want to give back to the community. I want to get the skaters together. I want to give them something. I don't want to take anything. I just want to give. And he was like, all right, cool. We'll do it here. And I'm like, yeah, we could do a South Bank and Brooklyn Banks. They're 2 banks, 2 iconic spots, very cultural, 2 places that I've been that I like to skate. So perfect. I get here. I meet his brother in person after that whole situation. And Luca, shout out Luca, he's dope. He's funny. He's a good skater too. I'm like, Luca, let's go skate. We're in the office. I'm like, let's go skate South Bank. He's like, all right, let's go. We go to skate South Bank. Luckily enough, too, Tori was here filming. Tori Puerto was here filming. So I'm like, hey, Tori, like, where you guys at? Let's meet up. I'm like, Luca, you want to go meet up with Tori? Knowing that he wants to meet up with Tori. So we skate all the way to this curve ledge to meet up with Tori. And he's there. We're skating around. And Luca's like shooting photos of us while we're skating. He posts a photo and tags me. So when he tags me, it comes up on a message. So when I go on Instagram, I scroll up. And I'm like, wait, I've talked to this kid before. Because it said, like, there's more up. And he's like shortly thanked me because he sent me the photo. Like, thanks for the board. I really appreciate it. Then I look at the date. From the date that I gave him the board to the day that he posted that photo, it was exactly to the day 4 years that I seen him. But 4 is my favorite number. It's what I always wear on my boards and on a jersey. So, like, just everything in itself is just like meant to be. Like, the signs are all there. You just got to not give up. You know, because if I would have gave up before the Olympics because I was burnt out on skating, I would have never signed to R.A.D. You would have never been sitting here. We would have never met. We would have never did our trip to Boston. Some crazy ass shit would have never happened in Boston. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy. Like, life is nuts. You just gotta keep going. Can't stop.
Yeah, that is fucked.
Yeah, keep believing.
From those small interactions out, it just builds up to present day.
Small interactions that have led to be the pivotal points in my career. That have completely shifted and changed my life.
Yeah.
Just wait to see what Absolute Bastard can do for your career, man.
Oh no, I'm excited.
Oh, you dropped the nickname there.
Oh yeah, you gotta beep it. You gotta bleep it.
They'll find you on Insta now.
Yeah, no swearing, please.
No, what I see is gonna happen is what I already know. Like, I'm a firm believer in, like, I see stuff and I know it could happen as long as you keep going. It's gonna work, and it's happened. That's my whole life. My whole life has been me manifesting everything. Like from skating for Echō to having a pro shoe to skating with Paul to like the other day I was leaving LA and I was like leaving the Street League event I hosted. And on the way out, we stopped at a bar to see some friends. I saw Costin, gave him a big hug from behind. I told him, "You're my goat." Walked out. I was damn, I probably shouldn't have hugged him like that. I literally hugged him from the back. I'm like, "Eric, you're my goat." And I just walked off.
Whispered it in his ear.
Yeah.
Like a low key, kind of low key. He looked at me like funny, but like still was like, "Hey," and I'm like, get out of here. But yeah, everything in my life has always been like a conversation, like, and I feel like you could be stubborn with your dreams and be stubborn with your goals, and as long as you keep fucking going, it'll all work. Might happen in a week, it might happen 20 years. I mean, I've been skating for 26 years and I'm still here. I'm about to be 41, still skating insanely. Like I'm skating just as good as before these 2 injuries. Like I'm just now building my confidence, but the tricks are there.
Yeah.
Like I'm skating more than I was before, actually. I used to be scared to skate 2 days in a row like this because I would be in so much pain. Right knee would be like I would bend it, it would kind of give. Right ankle would be smoked. Like kick flips were like 40%. I've skated every day like if I was like a madman.
Yeah. Especially being in London as well.
Oh, my hip is cherry red. It's all
on that
up.
Strict London skate everyday regime.
Yeah, everything. Boards are chipping left and right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. This is all I'm on my fourth
brick
board.
landings yesterday.
Brick landings.
Right.
Blind
I can't
bumps.
speak for the brand, right? But like their thing is about longevity, isn't it? So
Yeah, health.
you've got like a 40+ skater who's still fucking throwing down like he did when he was 20. You know, it's just pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
You know,
no, it speaks to the mental behind the brand.
And I think it's that. Like, I think you're someone that takes care of yourself. You do all that stuff in the background, but like you just have a thirst for it that's like very impressive at this age. I think to be in the industry for as long as you have and to still like when I went to LA and I saw it in real life and I met you in real life for the first time. And I was like, man, he's just like, he's a fucking skate rat. Like, he's a skate rat. He'll get off a 14-hour flight from wherever and just go to the skate park, go skate, straight away. And that's inspiring, I think, in itself, you know, like you still want it, you're still excited by it, you've still got stuff you want to do. And you're just like, I think from the outside, people might have this perception of you as this like, street league pro and all this. And like, when you just get down to it, like, you just want to fucking skate. It's so sick.
I just love skating. I just want to be outside. I even get fed up of like, very blessed and very happy that I can go skate all these private facilities. But nothing makes me happier than being under the sun. And that's why I skate in the morning by myself, because typically it's not in those parks. I go outside. And oftentimes I'll be skating in the park and I'll get frustrated. And I'm like a very, very happy person. And I'm 98% of the time very lovely jubbly, very spontaneous, very
lovely
positive.
Jubbly.
Like very just this, like this bouncing ball of love.
98% of the time he's an old gran from Clapham. Lovely jubbly.
Then I have like this 2% that like if I get frustrated or I get like, felt like I'm like encaged, I'm like a raging lunatic.
We saw the demons coming out in Deptford. We just skated in the Deptford Library and he had to smash.
Tell the story.
I mean, firstly, the demon's going to come out if you're in Deptford. That's hard.
What you don't remember, I'll fill in if you.
We're skating at night. We're trying to get a photo. He's filming. Rafsky's shooting, and it's just kind of not really going the way he wants it to. It's like the ledge is a bit beveled. Like we're trying this triple flash fucking technique that just blinds you when you're skating, and he just fucking lost it. Like smashed up the board. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just enjoying skating flat over here. I'll let him rage out. He can do his thing. And so, like, after he's raged out and he's taking his board
you're
off,
doing all these flat ground tricks like an angel, and he's having a stressful time looking at you, thinking, "Fuck this guy!" Like he's shutting it down
I just wanted to.
There was a truth
You know,
to that.
you know when you fucking hurt yourself and someone comes over and they're like, "You all right, mate?" And you're like, "No, I'm not fucking all right. Stop it."
But you say that in Boston, they're going to pull a gun out and shoot up at you.
But I let him have some space, and then I go over and I'm like, Raf's packing all his kit up, and me and Raf start having a chat, and he's like, it's not really going his ways, and put the kit away, and then come back, and Raf's like, no, he's running up the to the Airbnb to get a fresh board, set it up, and come back. And the next thing I know, I just see Manny going, "Where is it?" And I'm like, "That way." Then left, and he goes, "Ah!" He didn't even take a board; he's just running.
Yeah, my dumbass didn't even take the Fillmore board I just started running.
He's like running, and then I'm like, Raf, man, like, what's it? And he's like, yeah, we're not really sure how this is going to go. When he comes back, it's going to be cold. It's going to be pitch black. Like, and he went, got the board. He'd obviously just got all the rage out and set the board up and got the photo. And it's a dope photo.
It's one of our best photos that we love.
Nah, it's good, man. Like, I can't. When I reach that level, I'm like, nah, I'm done. Like, kind of
it's hard to
come back,
like build up all that and then let it all out and then
do
start
it
again.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe that minute just run.
Yeah, well, what
like,
you know what's going through my mind? It was like the frustration of the first couple of days and all day, like literally from 10 a.m. till 9 p.m. we're nonstop in this chase of trying to get all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just like sick of it. I'm like, this is not like working, obviously, and there's a lot of factors that are being played. Like, I'm starting to skate against street. Like, this is like my first impression on Nick. I watched his video and I really want them to like the stuff I'm doing. Like, although I don't really care, but I do care. Like, you know, like I do care.
It's funny because at that time as well, is you're thinking that Nick's everyone's thinking the same thing, that they just want everyone to get along when you are, but it's just that tension.
It's a lot of one person as well.
Yeah, of course,
You know, you go on a skate trip, usually it's fucking like 5 people carrying the load. It's just him.
What was it in Jersey? Like 10? How many people were in that? In that fucking Van's house?
5
like
on most skate trips
people.
is like a minimum.
That's what I mean. So you get to kind of like chill out a little bit and let other people go. But if it's all on you and you're just hammering yourself,
and I'm just sitting there. And
we haven't had that. Like, obviously we're building the team out. Like, it's not all in place yet. So like, I know what it's like skating at this level, and that not for me, but for, you know, I can see it in other people. And like, I knew the pressure he'd put on himself, and I tried to prep him for it to be like, look, it's like, this isn't a full length skate section. It's not the kind of, like, this is basically a product video, right? It's like, we want a nice bit of skating, different locations. Like, you don't have to go full ham. And he's like, no, I get it, but I'm going to do it like this. And so
that's the thing, when you know the level of what you want to do and what you can do, it's like,
Exactly. And like, I think you put so much like pressure on yourself for that. And then like seeing that journey, like over the course of the last couple of weeks and easing into it and getting a couple of wins and like looking back the way Nick started piecing footage together and all the B-roll, and it's looking like starting to see the vision of like, this is how this thing's going to come together. And we're all super stoked on how it looks. And like, we feel like we're giving nods to certain things, but also like making our own lane. And like Manny's like adapting to the style of like skating in London, and also working within like just the one person and working within that like time frame of 2 weeks. And like, it's been like, it's been tough, but it's been fun.
No,
right?
it's been dope. It's also too, it's like imagine my mentality when I leave on Monday going into PR. Like, I just overcame
is crazy.
and conquered these demons that I was creating. So then all that does is make a diamond, right? Pressure makes diamonds. So now my energy is going back to what it was before I was injured. And now I'm sitting, and to bring you back to that moment, like I've done that to a board. I can't tell you, a long time ago, right? Like, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, are you fucking another day wasted? I haven't done shit. Fucking beveled ledge. It's not grinding. There's no lights. It's like flash in my face.
The flash was gnarly.
Yeah, like my legs are like not tired, but they just don't want to work. I'm fucking cold. Like, I'm just skating a ledge.
Sounds like skating in London.
Right? No. So then I'm sitting there. I destroy the board, and I'm just sitting on the bench, and I feel. And the thing is, like, I'm very empathetic too. So I feel for Adam. I feel for Nick. I feel for Raf. I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, bro, like, I can't be that guy. Like, I don't give up. Like, this is not who I am. And right when I said that, I'm like, I can't let these guys down. I'm like, need the keys, give me the thing, just run, grab the board, set it up.
I'm not going to turn this around and show anyone, but that photo is fucking like a Twin Peaks episode. Sick, or something. Isn't it? It's mad.
It's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
So because I knew what Raf wanted to accomplish, what like kept me going was just I can't let these guys down. So it's like, as soon as I started like a momentum, I was just like, we go to this spot, we're getting this trick. So I'm a person that I like to live by my word. So if I tell you I'm going to do something, best believe if I tell you I'm going to do something, expect that I'm going to do it. Yeah. And I don't want to hear nothing else, because I'm only doing it because I know there's a goal, and that's on me, and that's fine, and I can carry the weight. And since we did that shift, everything. Like even like the clip or the hill bomb, like I was having so much fun that I think that like it was like a confusion, and I'm like, let's film this line, and they're like, oh, like we don't gotta stress about it, and I'm like, let's film this line. You wanted clips, we're filming this line.
Nick stood,
and then
Nick stood there like,
I'm bombing the hill thinking Nick's gonna stop like 10
part
feet
of me was
in.
like, I don't want to fall down this hill.
Yeah, it was a crazy. it was
the true filming, man.
yeah,
I don't want to
it
fall.
was a crazy hill to bomb.
Yeah.
And I look back, and this man kept up with me all 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
At the last time, I'm like, all right, after the speed bump, I'm gonna stop so we can both
The
stop.
run out when you stopped, and then I was like,
His
trying
first run
to
out.
run it out, and I was like, oh no, my fucking legs are ready to give out, and I'm gonna face plant like going down this hill like Scorpion,
Yeah,
like with camera.
but you've
Yeah.
never
But
felt,
luckily, it was all right.
and you've never felt so alive in that moment. We were both walking up like,
I've done it in the past where I've like literally knee slid.
yeah,
Like, so I don't know what the fuck has happened, but I've like gone down a hill just like solely on my knee.
bird skater.
Like
You took the
trousers,
vert
yeah,
nail?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
just a vert slam, just losing everything.
That's
The
it.
hill
thank
bomb
fuck
as
that
well
didn't
was so
happen.
fucked because it's like any other line, you got the chance to like fall on your elbow and bring it back, but you're already going down at this angle.
Yeah.
You're just going to be going down.
And
And with
Camera's
your
going down
camera
with
as
you.
well, like it's quite a compact camera, but it's still got a lot of weight to it. It's
Yeah.
still
And
a
when I
weight
You
tell
to
you-
gotta
it.
It's
save
like
that
an
thing
extra
before you
weight
save
to it.
yourself. Too.
yeah,
That's what I mean. You go round to the elbow.
There's
and it
always
was
something.
like SF hill. It wasn't like this mellow, like we're gonna power slide a couple times. Like I had to hold the power slide for like 25 feet so I can slow down a little bit.
Mm.
That I had to switch my wheels out because at that point they were like 47s.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like
Yeah, but
Don't
that
gas
kinda-
it too much, man. There's gnarlier hills. If
That
you need to go
experience-
skate hills
No.
in Bristol.
no, but what I'm saying is that hill. I'm not saying it was like the craziest hill in the whole entire world, but it wasn't a.
It weren't a little hill.
It weren't a little hill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
that experience there kind of like reignited the fire in him because it was like, all right,
You were
all this like
energized.
expectation that you built up around like the tricks you need to do and the place we're gonna go. We got a little list and all this shit,
Mhm.
and that kind of hit the reset button on that and just
Yeah.
brought it back to what it should be, which is just having fun.
Yeah.
You know?
And you've respect to you as well, because like I was saying earlier, because you're editing on the go. If you get to go back to where you're staying every night and see it being pieced more and more, you're getting a visual image of how you want it to look.
It's exciting.
So, because you obviously travel around, you edit on the go. I always struggle to edit on laptops. I have to sit at a desktop, otherwise I'm gonna like zone out on a laptop.
Yeah.
Netflix gonna go on, Pornhub's gonna go on. Like you're gonna be like, come downstairs, like, yeah, what you editing? And I'm like wanking one off there, like. But like for you to be there as well and to be so hyped.
It's not so much editing, but I'm like just going through everything, like making my little selects, you know, and we've got the footage, just
Putting
the
things
footage
where it
itself
needs
in its
to
own
be.
little timeline, just so
But
you know,
it's
we know
looking
what
over
we've
that.
got, you know.
Every session looking over that
Yeah.
makes the next day.
Yeah.
Whereas if you were here the whole time
And didn't see shit.
and
Yeah.
say if you didn't have the laptop, it was just on a memory card, and you were like, right, you'll see it. Like, give me 5 days
Yeah.
after you leave, you'll see
It's
it.
like
But
it's like
I
you
don't know
know.
if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
No, it's a good thing.
necessarily,
It's like no, it does because
Yeah.
it energizes you. It's like
I think
it's
that.
exciting.
I've always done that on like big trips with loads of, like the gang, because then you bang it on a big timeline. People know what they've got and they know what they need to get.
they
you
know what they've got to fill up.
But what about
and-
this? Like you know when you're filming a trick, and oftentimes we've done this where I'm like, let me see that one, right? And you play it back.
Mhm.
You're showing something which excites the skater.
Yeah.
So remember when you showed me the trick we filmed last night,
Mhm.
and you showed me that one angle, and I was like, and I tapped you on your chest, like that's what I wanted.
Yeah, no, I love doing that mid thing, especially when like you're trying something and then you know you start to lose the momentum, and you can as a filmer you can see self-doubt creep in, like just the way people carry themselves, or like
I don't
the way
want
they
to be,
walk back.
I don't want
to
to
the
be too
start.
like peace and hippie and stuff, but you actually feel it.
yeah, you do.
Like the more attempts that go, and if it's people like I film as well, and we, like I said, we like skating the most dog shit thing anyway. It's like you get so close and then it just goes out of nowhere and
Yeah.
it's nowhere close.
Yeah.
And it's like, so yeah.
But it's the whole thing's like a proper hero's journey, like every trick battled, all that sort of stuff. It's always got that arc to it.
It's like
you
a
know?
waveform.
Sometimes you get lucky and you bang it out in one, but usually there's a
Mate,
fucking.
I filmed a
there's a thing
trick.
to it.
I filmed a trick last night. We'd been there before, and it's just like a bang up to like a classic. It's on an industrial estate, and it's like at the time when they pieced it together, it was probably beautiful, like all the curbs that like all the stone cut out. But now it's like sticking out. And I went there with my friend a couple of weeks ago, nowhere near the trick, and I was like, you know what? Fuck that trick. Let's try this. He just like did it 8 times back to back. Like we got there, he got out, we did it. McDonald's.
Yeah. That was like this
Sorted.
guy last night at the gap.
Sorted.
Mm-hmm.
He literally put on a demo.
5 kickflips in a row and a pretty hefty gap.
Yeah.
But this is one of the other sick things about Nick, I think, and the way we've approached this. Like if you go on Insta on the R.A.D's main account, and you'll see like we're known for like quite a like crazy in your face style, and we're trying to sort of work out a way of weaving that into skateboarding that makes sense for skating, but stays true to what R.A.D does.
Because you'll know if it's too in your face, skateboarders are going to be like, whoa.
Exactly. And like, he's like a mad scientist with all these crazy different, like he's getting like infrared cameras and projectors and fucking all this shit that's like, and just experimenting. Like he's always thinking about it's dope. It's that for me is like inspirational, knowing that someone just gives a shit and they like, if I can give you a bit of a brief and say, this is kind of like roughly what we're looking for, but we've also never released a skate video. So we're like creating the aesthetic now. And to have someone like, you know, when messaging each other all the time with like, what about this? But what about this? But here's this reference. And
like showing eagerness to the actual thing instead of just turning up to do a job.
Yeah.
No, they have like a every morning when I wake up, and if he's there before I get up,
big makeout session.
They're literally having like a morning, like they're just sitting there at the laptop, different songs,
putting different tunes in.
Yeah, and I'm just like literally making my coffee, like crust in my eye, my hair's like over here. Like I'm just like look over and I'm like, damn, and that's why I can't let off.
Yeah.
Because if they're willing to work that hard, I have to work equally as hard. So it's like,
and that's what I mean. And you're all thinking the same thing. I don't want to let this person down.
Yeah.
You don't want to put that thought out there, but you're all thinking the same thing. So that's the hero story of like everyone coming together.
Yeah.
And talking about Nick, pretend that he's not here while we talk about him.
My favourite way to talk about him.
Yeah, behind his back kind of thing.
But
if you've got like an idea, if you've got like an idea and a vision how you want it to look, Nick can do it. And like I said, we only met in Jersey. Then pretty soon after we met at that Vans event, and you was filming, and for some, God knows why they got me on the microphone, because I was fucking shitting all over. It was like,
he's top MC. This guy.
It was best MC in the galaxy. But it's like, I've watched your videos for a while, and then the new one that's coming out, like I take inspiration from what you do as well.
Oh, thank you, man.
And there's been a couple of things where I'm like, I'm gonna try this the Nick way, and like,
okay.
Like there will be certain things where like I'm filming something, or there's certain filmers I kind of think of when I'm at a spot, and I'm like, how would they film this? And you kind of bounce between like Nick would film it like this, or Callan would film it like this. Most of the time I just say, fuck all those guys, I'm going to film how I'm going to film it. But there has been tricks, even in like the video that just came out, where I'm like, how would have Nick filmed this on the Jersey trip? You know what I mean? I noticed a lot of stuff. If you're like filming at banks and stuff, it's long lens. It's not usually fisheye, because obviously a bank can look.
But it works like that, right? Like your
so there's a lot of it from me to you. There's a lot of inspiration, and it's nice to call you a friend. And I think you're a great filmmaker as well.
Thanks, mate.
And I can't wait to see what's going on, because if you say we want it to look like this and color graded like this with this song, Nick's gonna do it.
Bro,
so that's a good one.
You see, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never been shown like this in my whole life.
Yeah.
Like
it's something
for the true beauty queen that you are. Like you're fully out.
Screen grab.
Yeah, I'm hyped to see it.
Like the thing now, like seeing how this has come together and the response that we've got, because before Manny came to London and before this trip, it was all online, and like I'm messaging people, I'm showing them stuff, I'm trying to build interest, and it's like it doesn't seem real.
Yeah.
And you need people to come and be like part of the skate scene, and like have people come out and they're like, oh shit, like this is a real thing, you're doing it right. And so
you can see the shoe as well.
You can see the shoe, you can see the vibe. I think that's it, like the vibe that we're creating. And I think like that's...
You can only see so much online. You need to get everyone together to...
You can't build that trust. Like you can't build that trust. And I think the thing that I'm most excited about is just coming through with the whole team and like bringing everyone back to London and doing what we've done, but with everyone. And it's going to be a buzz. It's going to be dope.
This is a funny story. I don't know if Seb Batty will remember, but once I was filming with Seb in Manchester, and I was on a bit of a cocky one, you know. I was having a bit of a... But I can remember being with Seb, and I was like, I know I'm the best person you filmed with. And he was like, no, you're not. Nick is. And I didn't know Nick at the time. but then I remember looking up, and I'm going to get it wrong, but it was the Nocturne Up stuff, and you'd been to...
That's where I first met Seb.
So that's where I first saw your work, like in Japan, was it, and stuff like that?
Hong Kong with Seb the first time.
But like the way that was filmed, it proper encapsulated what I feel like it would be skating with Hong Kong at night. You know what I mean? Like the colours, I don't know what you'd call it, but like the trails of light and stuff like that. And I can remember at the time being like, nah, no chance. And I watched that and I was like, fuck.
It's so that's
This guy gets closer. He stays closer. Damn, I need to sort my shit out. But then I was like, yeah, but he's 4x3 though. And I'm like,
It's all the lens.
yeah, you see, that's it. But
that series
master
is
of the
like
craft.
everyone should go and watch like Nick's Nocturne Up series because it's
yeah,
I don't know what camera I'm looking at, but yeah, it's really, really good.
no, they're well filmed. Editing's good. Music choice is always spot on. So I'm a fan.
Thanks.
I'm a fan, and that's why when I come back to the Jersey thing, I got that camera off you, and I filmed like the like Connor and what's her name? Who's Mary? Is it Mary?
Marin. Yeah.
They were doing the daisy chain thing. I filmed it on
on the wall
on that video camera, like the High 8 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
I gave
was
you
really funny, that little piece that you made. You made a little comedy skit on the sly.
And I gave it to you. Didn't think anything of it, and then you messaged me and you were like, "This is my favourite thing in this video," and I was like, "Oh!" And then the edit came out and it was in there and it broke up the street from the park, and I was like, "Yes, I've made it into one of his edits." I fucking filmed that. I was stoked on that.
Yeah.
I was like fucking buzzing.
I love it, like handing the camera to people and seeing what they just come back with, like because everyone's got a vision, right?
Because
so
everyone
why does it just need to be your? You know, everyone was there. What does Connor say? He goes, "Oh, that's beautiful. It'll go really nice with my one trick."
With my one trick, yeah. Toby, hang on a minute, mate. We need to talk about this episode's sponsor. Toby, take it away.
Today's sponsor is Slappy Trucks, straight out of the brain box of Mike Sinclair.
Slappy trucks have a wide range from your classics, hollows, and lowest ever inverted kingpin, and the widest trucks on the market.
I've been rocking the ultra low inverted kingpin trucks for a while now, and they're super good. No break-in time, no hang-ups, and they grind super good.
Not only that, they have incredible colorways and collaborations with people like Bam Margera, my favorite, and one of the most popular selling trucks, the Curb Killer, Ira.
They've got an incredible team with a bunch of legends like Leo Romero, Ryan Sheckler, Lily Strachan, Braden Hoban, and Cordano Russell.
And you can check out the full range of Slappy trucks right now at rollersnakes.co.uk. Back to the show.
Yeah, well, shortly after, we did the ammo thing, that was super dope because, there's two skaters right now in the industry making a lot of noise. One of them being Diego Najera and Jonny Hernandez, both of them. So we found Jonny.
Diego's fucking sick.
So we got Diego.
Yeah.
Like, we introduced him. We brought him into the skate world.
Looks amazing. Looks amazing on a board.
And he's always been that. He's insane.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants, like on a board. I grew up so when I was skating those contests locally, like in San Diego, like these Red Bull contests, and Diego would show up, and like he always stood out. He was always good, like good kid, super quiet. And when we launched the brand, first we found Jonny Hernandez. He was like, I want to say like 10 at the time, like little jit. Like skating at 8'5", like already.
That was a word I learned in LA was jit.
And
like I thought he was like a slur of some sort. I was like, what the fuck's this? And it's
jit
just
is
like
a little kid.
I was like, what the fuck is a jit? And then Weekend did a video called
Juveniles in Training.
And I was like,
is that what it is?
No,
I thought people were calling people jits, and I was like, is this like a racial
git
term or something?
Yeah.
It's like calling someone a git.
Yeah. Jit, it's just like a thing. Like, look, you're a little jit.
We used to say little shit here.
Yeah. I guess similar, I guess. And we found Jonny, and then got him on ammo. I got him on action. So Jonny was already experiencing like a lot at a young age. Like he was fully on action.
Yeah.
Fully on ammo, going on tour, doing demos, traveling. He came to Puerto Rico for the Prince of Puerto Rico. Like we did all this stuff with him. Then we put Diego on. He also during that time we got him on was about to get on Circa, got him on Famous. We were just plugging them, like so whatever. Like my goal is to always pay it forward. So at this
like
point,
we spoke
I'm
about
like,
outside, like passing it on.
Yeah, like at this point I'm at like the top that I can be, and I'm like Felix is my mentor, and then we have this brand. So it's like we're gonna take every connection we have and every possibility. Alongside Spanish Mike, he came out to live with us, and us three, we're doing everything to make Jonny and Diego's careers blossom. So we were able to get it to a certain point, and then the brand, Felix was going through some life stuff, some changes. I had my son, so like I had all these changes happening as well, and the brand kind of like grew stagnant for a little bit because we both had to handle all these life situations. So
that's the thing. If it's like a smaller independent run brand as well, if something in life comes up,
you have to handle that, and it's nobody's fault. And then we can't water the plants and then they start to like die, right? So it's like that was what was happening at that time too. Street League was weirdly, so I don't know why. Street League was putting a lot of pressure on me to like try to find something else. No one really knows this. I guess I'm gonna speak on it now because it doesn't really matter. But there's the people at the company going like, oh, like you should kind of like giving me the like find something that's already established. You know, people just get in my ear, and oftentimes, you know, they plant a seed in your brain, kind of planted a seed in my brain, and then I kind of let it take over a little bit because Felix was dealing with his stuff, I was dealing with my stuff. And I just told Felix, you know, it got to a point, then Diego left. He went to April. Jonny, it was just me and Jonny. And then I was just like, in my brain, like I wasn't thinking. And I was like I need to do, like I've always been in when things don't go the way they're supposed to, I get into this survival hustle mentality because I came from nothing. I literally came from nothing. I had nothing. So when I started to get stuff that I worked for, I always tried to protect it. So when in my brain, I thought, I had to protect my career because of like I need a board brand, and I started to make up these ideologies that weren't real. They were just created by other people and they were implanted in me. Yeah. And then instead of me sticking it out with Felix, and like even though I did for a long time, I dragged it as long as I could. Eventually, I was just like look, like I think I have to like figure this out and find something else. Like we're not going anywhere. We're not doing anything. We're not doing new graphics. Like you got all this stuff happening in your life. I just got a newborn, got my first apartment, my first car. Like not realizing that like my support system was hit like him, and I was just walking away from the one person that had given me every single inch of their soul. And then I left that, and then shortly after that, I destroyed my foot and had to get double ankle surgery. After filming for the second Echō video on the last trick, I like messed up my right foot to the point where like I had to get surgery on my foot or I was never going to be able to skate again. And then so because my right foot was so bad, I had them scan my left, and they were like, it's pretty bad, but not as bad as your right, you know? And I was like, all right. So then I got the double ankle surgery, and then, there was like a year where it was like gray, you know, I was recovering, building my skate park, trying to like make sponsors happy while trying to recover from all this stuff.
And if you're trying to be as proactive as you like to be, and you literally, the things that make you proactive are out of action, that year just
you can't. Yeah, it's just
people
done.
really can drop off in shorter time with that as well.
100%. It got scary hours, like in the sense of like friendships and stuff. Because like when I went through all that, none of my friends visited me. Like really, I had a handful of people. Like Pat was living with me at the time, and he was taking care of me. But like none of the people that I thought would really visit me and be there for me during the time where like think about it, I'm in 2 casts. Yeah. That's my life for 3 months. Yeah. Right, like I'm in a room all day. So like I'm very grateful for the people that were there, but a lot of people that I thought were gonna be there weren't there. And I was like, frick. So when I started skating again, you know, I was like I took this attitude, like a lot of you guys turned your back on me when I needed you the most, especially when you knew everything was going on. I had a lot going on. And then I kind of like used that energy, which I've never really done before, but kind of dark, when I was like pretty much like, fuck all of you guys then. I just pushed everybody aside, you know? And then I had reached out to a couple people, and I felt like they really turned their back on me. People that I've given everything to, like my being, like my energy. And I was like, all right, then I see you then. Fuck you then. Like I guess you don't got my back. And I thought it was different, you know? Because I'm somebody that like I can be in LA, it could be 2 a.m. and Adam is like, yo, my life is going crazy. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, now we have this friendship. If I'm open, I'm flying to London. I'm figuring this out. And I'm not about to let you do something crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or call somebody here like, yo, you guys got to go. You need money? I'll send it. Like, figure this out. Like, that's how I rock. Like, if I got you, I got you. That's just the way it is. So
I've been sat outside my house for a week. You need to fly over here and get rid of him. He's not leaving.
You know what I'm saying? So I felt really disrespected. And in that moment, I just try to look at things always as everything has a silver lining and everything has omens. So I was like, man, this must mean that like it's my time to be like a Felix. Like maybe I should start a brand like my peers, and like maybe I can help people put on people. Yeah. So I had gone to New York to skate and visit someone at the time. And I had run into one of my old friends, Brett Conti, and he had a brand called Fortune New York. And they were in Zoomies. He started that brand from his college dorm room. He did everything himself. And he's a really good skater. Like, he nollie flip crook my rail in my backyard first try. Factory lip, nollie flip crook. I'm like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're skating like, you might be up here with us, you know what I'm saying? And then, so I always had big respect for him. And so I was like, damn, like, what if, like, we do boards? He already has the apparel. Like, let's just do boards. So I hit him like, hey, like, you be down to do some board? Like, we'll do Fortune Skateboards. And he was like, yeah, I've been thinking about it, but like, this will move the needle. So then we just went all in, like, came up with the graphics, came up with the logos, trademarked everything, Instagram, whatever. And we treated it similar like how me and Felix were treating Ammo, which I should have saw as a red flag. Like, we both do everything, right? Because if we don't have capital, you got to raise it by selling. Because if no one's going to invest and you don't have like $200,000 to throw at a brand, then we got to do a guerrilla market the only way I know my whole life. And then we tried and it was working for a little bit, you know, like we put Chris Pierre on the team. We had this guy, Santiago Rodriguez, that's from Argentina, that now lives in Spain. We put him on the team. We filmed a little video. We turned Chris Pierre pro, which then kind of made people like, it kind of gave him a buzz and like he moved out to Long Beach. So we did it. At one point, when we turned Chris Pierre pro, I painted my whole skate park to match his board graphic. So when his mom and all his friends flew into LA, so he came to the backyard to skate. And when he comes in, everyone is standing there, like that beautiful moment where his board, his mom gave it to him. My whole skate park is like the colorway of his board. We filmed the whole edit. It was beautiful. And like, but then over a period of time, it grew stagnant because there was no funds. Like I was doing all the marketing, the visuals, the creative directive, the filming, the editing, on top of managing my career, my YouTube channel, my things. And then Brett was doing all like finances and like communications with customers and all, handling all that aspect. And it got to a point where I was like, I put too much food on my plate and I just couldn't handle it. I was starting to skate bad. I wasn't doing good in contests. I didn't really want to film because I always had to stay up late to edit. You know how it's like, stay up early. Oh my God, get up early. I didn't post the shit. I got to go on. Then it kind of throws your energy off. You can't skate. And then I was like, I can't do this. Like, skating is what makes me happy. Skating is what's still here. Skating is what I still need. So I was like, yo, I don't want to do the brand no more. And then I quit, like, even doing YouTube for a while. I mean, I just want to skate. And that led me to just, again, no board sponsor. And I'm just like, man, like, if it wasn't for Echō for all those years, like, I don't know where I've been. I got a house I got to pay for. I got child support. I got all these bills. And then, yeah, I just kept going and, you know, didn't really look back. And then got the opportunity with Jart, which was dope. Thanks to Alex, like, Braza, he's an amazing person. And tried that out for a little bit, thinking I was going to take on a different role than what ended up happening. You know, I wanted to really be like, I see the team. The team was insane. They just were missing like a cohesive glue of like guidance and like a project. And that's what I thought we were going to do. Wasn't the case, so I was like, I'm out. Like, what am I doing? I'm just gonna grow old at another brand and like not like do shit. Yeah. So then during the end of my contract, I was with Shecks on a trip to Woodward, and this is why I love Ryan, because when Ryan got your back, he got your back 100%. Like, he's a very important person in my life, but also like just in the skateboard world. And I remember we were sitting in the tour bus, because we're going from Woodward to Woodward, so we had to get like a tour bus. And he just asked me like, hey, like, what's up? Like, what's up with Jart? I know what he was asking me, but I just wanted to hear, because the one thing that I wanted from my other peers and friends to ask me, he was willing to ask me. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, what's up with Jart? And I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. Like,
I would have just replied, yep.
And then I told him, I was like, I just want to hear you say it. Like, I want to hear you say it.
Say it.
Yeah, like, say it. I just want to hear it. He's like, I want you to skate for Sandlot. And I'm like, easy. My contract's up in 2 months.
Yeah.
Done deal. Send me another one. We'll be good. And then from there, we built that. We did the same thing. We tried to do the same thing, except he had a bigger machine. It's Ryan Sheckler. He's got his foundation. He's got his skate park. He's Ryan fucking Sheckler, like, you know?
It's superstar level, isn't he?
So it's like crazy. And then like, but we've always worked together because I'm a board member for his foundation. So we always did stuff together. It just so happened to work perfect. But then he ran into the same problem I was running into, where like Ryan's he's just a fucking skate rat. He just wants to film. He wants to throw down. He doesn't need to run a brand. He just wants to skate. Just let him be Ryan Sheckler. And then he was like, we did 2 years. It was dope. My board sold out a handful of times, which is like very humbling and very, very cool to hear, you know, like to have to re-release your board 3 times because it keeps selling out. It's pretty fire. Online, that's pretty hard. And then that ended, and then he ended up on zero, which I'm super hyped for him. And then I ended up signing the R.A.D thing. And then now we were just on the S.O.T trip in Puerto Rico, which I got to show those guys an insane time. It was one of the most insane trips I've ever been part of my life. I didn't even skate. I was like, all right, we're going this spot, this spot, this spot. I knew what trick each one of you were going to do, what trick I wanted you to do.
Yeah.
And it was like a 9-day carnage. When I tell you I've never seen nothing like that in my life, I have never seen nothing like that in my life. Like that consistent, that back-to-back, that no excuse, that death-defying.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Stuntman.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how we got there, but yeah, S.O.T trip was dope. The video is come out pretty soon. You'll see.
Yeah, I'm hyped to see it.
Yeah, it was pretty cool because on that trip too, like we often travel and like we're each other's fans, and it's like, oh yeah, like, you know, when I'm with Paul, like although I'm me, I'm like, yeah, I'm skating with PJ, you know, and we're the same, and, you know, like I'm not, but it's like my inner child, you know. So I'm with these guys, and like I've never really like had that big of a group of guys for me to show around that talented collectively, like everybody at that level, to respect those who I've shown around at that level, because it's dumb.
Yeah,
it was dumb. And it was pretty cool that even in my own island, bringing those guys there, like 9 out of 10 times, every single place we went, somebody was like, yo, Manny, the cops kicking us out, Manny, you know. And I'm like, I know.
We've
sorry.
been through this.
Like, I'm sorry. You know, I told them you would kick them out, but they didn't want to listen. So, like, I even got out of being arrested for, like, there's this abandoned... First, there's this, like, insane quadruple kinked rail that I always look at on the way to my partner's house. That I'm like, if I bring Jamie here, he's going to grind this. Because if I'm not going to do it, it has to be him.
Yeah.
Right? Because you always fantasize you at the spots first. But then when you go... you know, you got a question like,
quadruple.
Is it worth it? Yeah, but it's really mellow. It's like mellow, but just long, crusty run up. Like the ground was rocks pretty much because the cement was so fucked up. Jamie had to do his Jamie thing and bond to it, Jamie style, like super nice. And he gets that, and at that spot there was like this super steep, never skated before, obviously, like 15 stair hubba with like a gate at the bottom, like a hubba that kinked with a gate. But they were like where you pop, there's this like pillar wall. So if goofy frontside, you're looking at the wall before you pop. And there's this kid Jace on the chip he'll pop up, and he's gonna be the next big kid. Like, he's insane, so good. He was like eyeing it up, and I'm looking at Zion, and I'm like, you think he's gonna do it? Because that doesn't look like a spot you would really 50-50. Like, was that weird, that gnarly, that awkward? Run up was crazy, swervy downhill, fence, pole thing, like. And he's like, nah, bro, like, he's on this trip. He's going to do everything. So if he's looking at it, like, he's willing to die pretty much.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, Jace, is that wall bothering you? He's like, yeah, the pillar. It's like a cement wall, like a pillar, like the top of a fucking wall. And I'm like, are you going to grind it? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to try regardless. I'm like, does the wall bother you? And he's like, yeah, it's like uncomfortable. Went to the store, got a cement blade, got the homie, pulled up with the grinder, cut the wall.
Cut the whole thing out.
Pushed it, like bashed it over. Wall falls. No more pillar. I'm like, all right, good to go. We've been here for mad long. No one's pulled up besides the neighbors. They're watching. Jace is trying to 50. Grinding, almost dying. One time he like didn't grind and went to flat on the fence. Like red beam across his chest. Like, meaning like that, he already had an insta bruise. Shin split open. It's like, we're gonna, goes back up, tries it. Cops come. While the cops are there, tries it again. I'm like looking at him like, this is my thing. And I told him from the trip to everybody, I said, the moment I tell you we're done, means we're done. I'm giving you, if I don't tell you nothing, it's because I know you're gonna keep trying. So I'm gonna let it rock. But the moment I tell you no more, understand this is where I live.
Yeah.
So don't like ruin it for me. But it was so gnarly that even when I was like, bro, at this point, it's in your hands. Bro, the cop comes, pulls up, sees all that. The neighbor airdrops the cop the video of me cutting the wall.
Oh.
Sit down, other trooper comes. I tell the van, I'm like, you guys go to the hospital because they had a stitch. It was that bad. This I'm like, he's gonna go emergency care. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, this is it. It's finally happening. Getting arrested for skating. Destroying property of an abandoned place that should be knocked down anyway. Like, why did I do that? And then the other cop that was more in charge, because there's like the town cops and then like the municipal cops.
Yeah.
So the boss came over and he was like, had to kind of like let the other guy like bark, and then when he left, he was like, "You're all right." Like, cause my home, they were like, he's an Olympic skater representing Puerto Rico in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's this person. This event that is happening is like really good for tourism in Puerto Rico. They had to sell it,
Mm.
And then they let me off.
That's fucking lucky.
But insane.
That is lucky.
Can't arrest an Olympian though, can you?
No.
Well, then it would be
like
Olympic skate.
They wouldn't give a
baby.
shit, man. If you were doing that, they'd be like, bang him in handcuffs. They wouldn't give a
Yeah,
shit.
because the cops here would be like, this cunt thinks he's an Olympian.
Yeah, exactly. It's just playing with a toy.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what we're doing. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
But anyway,
I'm hyped to see that.
I don't even know
video.
how we got into that, but the video is gonna be sick. So I hope you guys look out for it.
Well, going off the back end of sponsors and also owning businesses and running businesses, talk about your skate shop briefly. Like when that started, how it came to happen, and who's there, who do you work with, etc.
Yeah. So I have because it's like collectively a community, but like I have a skate shop in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico with Fico Rodriguez.
I'm not even going to try and say that. I could say Puerto Rico, but I'm not even going to try and say what the fuck you
it's
just
in
said.
Mayagüez.
That was a lot of rolling and
Yeah, it's a talent.
yeah.
It's a talent. It started just based off the same thing. Like someone was like, "Hey, you got to meet this person." We skated for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then Fico's super cool and super good at skating. He's super good. And I was like, "Hey, how can I help?" Like similar to what we say like about here with R.A.D. I'm like, I want to like, I didn't grow up skating here, so I want to. How can I now, as being who I am now in skating, how can I help?
Yeah.
What can I do to help, to give back? And he was like, oh, we should do this event, which turned into the Prince of PR. And then Felix came up with the name, which is dope. But first I was like, hey, you'd like be down to be the distributor for all the brands I skate. And he worked at the local shop called The Room at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, yeah, that'd be dope. So I plugged him with all the, Rasta Claude at the time, Action, Ammo, Grizzly, Diamond. And then I got him Primitive. I got like everybody. So I brought all my friends' brands, and I was like, we'll start this distribution company.
Yeah.
And he was like, fuck yeah. So I gave him a bag, and I was like, this will run the brand at first. You could buy all the product with this money, and then we'll flip it, and everything's 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
And then after 1 year, we had made a joke like, damn, we should open a shop. And after 1 year, he just hit me with the location. He's like, I found a spot. I'm like, all right. And then we've been there for 13 years now.
Mm.
It's called Skate Hop because he skates and he makes music. He's a good artist. So we were like hip hop, like a playoff, like skate hip hop.
Yeah.
And it's been kind of one of the heartbeats of the island for a long time. And
Yeah, it's rad.
yeah, and see, told you. And there should be a button, like a shot button. Boop.
Like
Yeah.
air horn button.
And yeah, we've been doing just a lot of community work during the hurricane times, and like when people like it's gone really bad, we like drive around with the shop van and give out rice and all the things needed. And we've donated money, like people have donated money to us, and then we donated to the families that need it. And it's just been a place that keeps skateboarding alive on the west side of the island.
And the community aside from skating as well, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, we've been like rebuilding the skate park. We have a skate park on the beach across the street, but it was, like anything else, it wasn't built very properly. So we've been like either breaking stuff down and rebuilding it properly, or building it. If there's like an add-on, we'll make like, like a beautiful add-on. So now it has like all these good features that kids can go and skate and get better and just have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it's honestly, it keeps me going. And like people always like, they don't realize like all these things, like they see it from the other perspective. They're like, oh, well, you have this and you have that and this, and they just think of money. They just like, oh, this, but they don't understand like this is all the stuff that keeps me going.
Well, a lot of things in skateboarding doesn't make a good return in money.
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
it's
it
all
is
love.
pure passion. That's the thing.
It's love.
Like you can get lucky with it, but then that luck can only last for this amount of time.
And then it all at the end of the day, when you peel it all back, just because you had 5 insane years, it doesn't make up for the 20 that you struggled. Because then when you average
That's what
it
I mean.
out,
If you average it out,
if you average it out, you like
you're
minimum
staying
wage.
above board. Yeah.
You just keep the lights on.
You average it out and you look at it and you think, why the fuck have I been doing this?
Yeah, we've survived 3 very scary. Like I've gotten only 3 calls in the 13 years where it's like, I don't know if next month the lights will be on.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, nah, they have to stay on.
Yeah.
Like this is the only way we do stuff for the community,
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a blessing, It's been a long, long, long journey,
But 13 years is fucking good though.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah. So it's like, and they're not even financially 13 years of success. It's just 13 years that we've stayed open.
Yeah.
We've done things that, like my business partner will like work sometimes and do like electricity, like learning electricity or doing this, that to just make some extra bread.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll just hire somebody for the shop.
Yeah.
But it's like, we can't not close it. Just like you can't not like give up. You have to keep going, It's keep going till you can't.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this morning we were having a dope conversation about the journey, right? Everybody always is like the beginning and the end. It's like, I can't wait to get here. And then when they get here, they're like, fuck, I wish I could go back.
Yeah.
Because like the exciting times are this.
Yeah. How many times have you gone, I wish I could be 14 skating again? You know what I mean? I wish I could just go back to that and enjoy it more for what it was.
You want it to be your idols. And then when you become your idols, more than half the time you grow stagnant and you don't want it anymore and you lose it.
Yeah.
Unless you're obsessed with it, then you keep going. When you live, breathe, eat skating, and that's all nothing else moves you the same, you'll never grow stagnant. Like you'll figure out a way, whether it's through starting a brand, working for a brand, community work, fixing spots, helping create a fucking video, or even funding someone's funding somebody's dream. Like, hey, I have no part in this, but like I can pay for a couple of the trips and just tag along. And then it's just the way you can live vicariously through. And then that guy's the person, for the reason why Jonny Boobots is now Jonny Boobots.
Mm-hmm. And he's one of my favourite skaters, Jonny Boobots.
He's got a good frontside flip.
Well, I think that was probably a good thing to kind of start wrapping it up on. It's been an incredible conversation. And I know you're all busy, so I appreciate you coming here and jumping in, because obviously Toby's been away, Nick jumping in as well, yourself jumping in, so I appreciate it. So unless there's anything else that you guys feel like you want to get out there and mention, but you should probably go outside and enjoy the sun while it's there, unless you lot are just driving all the way back, because you might have more filming to do this evening. Nick's thinking, look straight there. Oh, fuck, man.
I'm tired.
No, we should get a little skating, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
go
skate.
Let's have a little. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming on. It's been amazing, and I'm fucking hyped to see where the footwear goes.
Yeah.
I definitely
I'm
want to
excited to get you a pair and get your honest opinion.
definitely try some out. Yeah.
Don't bullshit me. I don't like bullshitters.
Well, I'll put them to the test with similar to Nick. With like filming, seeing how it handles that
Just drag it
left
on the
heel
floor
being
forever.
dragged.
That's what I'm saying. The comfort
So
of filming.
no, we'll stay in touch. I'll give you my opinion about it.
Yeah,
It'll be good
please.
to come out and visit.
You
If
guys need to link up in Boston as well.
Yeah, we had
if it's
to.
like
Stay
LA or Boston or something like that,
Fire. I'm dead ass.
I'm down
like
for it.
whenever you have plans to go back, I'll
Well,
try to
I'll get you
piggyback.
details after this, and we'll stay in touch with it.
Yeah, you guys say
But
dead
yeah.
ass?
No, I don't. I feel like I'm not the right person to say it.
Say it.
Dead ass. I'm
All
gonna
right, that's it.
Right, I'm gonna dead ass cut this podcast right here. Let's get a round of
Dead ass.
applause in for not just for Manny, but for everyone. It's
Yeah.
been amazing.
Big up.
Yeah, thank you,
Right, let's go
everybody.
book some flights to Boston.
Yeah,
Then.
let's go.